The Golden Gate Bridge, a place where you can do some sailing, have some fun. They play some pretty good baseball here, too. Let's look at Berkeley. Great shots of Northern California. And then come on over across the bay. And to this side of it, we've got the Oakland A's and some tailgating for a day game. Why not? Some hot dogs. Those look pretty good. I'll take one. Keith will, too. The home of the A's, the O.Co Coliseum. Afternoon baseball today on SNY. It's the Mets and the A's to wrap up this quick two-game series. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. Alongside Keith Hernandez, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. So the A's took care of the Mets last night, and this quick two-game series will wrap up here today with an afternoon affair and a good pitching matchup, too, which we will get to. But last night, Keith, Dylan G continued to have his problems, and he ran into trouble in that fourth inning. He had the bases loaded in the third and got out of it. Bases loaded in the fourth, though, and he did not get out of it.
Well, you know, he was really struggling with his breaking ball, curveball in particular, from the get-go, Kev. And I thought in that inning when he got in trouble, he went to his secondary pitches too much. He fell behind with a curveball with the bases loaded off crisp on the first pitch. And that's a dicey situation with the bases loaded. And then he had to come with a fastball, and crisp, as you saw, hit that high fastball down the right field line and scored all three runs.
Yeah, that was Coco Crisp with a big three-run triple that blew the game open, and the A's got the victory. You know, really overall, though, the Mets, Keith, have gotten good pitching. They have all year long, but they haven't gotten any hitting, and it's been consistent from start till right now.
Well, you know what? You look over the course of the season, and someone has a good week. You look, a team offensively or pitching-wise has a good month. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's about 6 months of the season. And when the season's over, these numbers right here are just not going to get it done. You see the runs per game, the rankings are not very good. And over the long haul, you're not going to have a winning season. So the bright spots are as the resurgence emergence of Lucas Duda. But, you know, there's concern about Granderson right now and David Wright, whether he's hurt. And Duda right now is kind of cooled off. When those three guys, your big guys in the lineup, are not hitting together, it's not going to amount to a lot of runs and not too many wins.
That's true. I mean, Granderson and Wright, it's got to start there. They have not produced on anywhere near a consistent level. Who's been consistent? That's been Zach Wheeler, because, Keith, he's won 5 in a row now.
Well, 10 starts ago was his last bad start, and ironically, against this ball club right here, he's pitching against the Oakland A's. He got rocked in New York. Since then, he's on a 5-game winning streak. Remember, he was 3-8 at one time. Now he's evened his record to 8-8. He always brings the hard fastball. He's looking for a redeemer against this club today.
Meanwhile, we talked about it last night. The A's went out and made all of these trades. One of the guys they got in July, the former Cub, Jeff Samardzija.
Well, this will be his ninth start as an Oakland A. One of the two guys they got over here, in John Lester and Samardzija, to bolster the rotation. He's 3-2 as an Oakland A, and he has not pitched against the Mets this year. But what an addition to this ball club, and he'll be very important down the stretch.
So a couple of hard-throwing righties, Wheeler and Samardzija, in the Bay Area. Afternoon baseball, Mets and A's. First pitch coming right up on SNY. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. By Citi, every time the Mets hit a home run at Citi Field, Citi will make a $2,000 donation to a local community partner, courtesy of the Citi Thank You Home Runs for Community program. By Chevrolet, proud sponsor of the New York Mets. And by Pepsi. For more of MLB's most thrilling moments, check out MLB.com/Pepsi. And get on over to Citi Field Friday, August 29th for Free Shirt Friday when the Mets take on the Phillies at 7:10. All fans in attendance receiving a Mets t-shirt courtesy of Pepsi. For tickets, visit Mets.com/Free Shirt Fridays. All right, now time for today's AT&T fan photo of the game. Tweet or Instagram your photo using hashtag SNYFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown later in today's game. Little look at Ocean Beach in San Francisco. Water might be a little cold. Scenery beautiful. A's and Mets. First pitch from Oakland coming up next.
The water's freezing. Yeah. Trust me.
I believe it. Gorgeous shot, though.
That's beautiful coastline. And those little humps right there in the middle, that's all those sea lions on there.
Oh, is that cool?
Yep.
Really?
Yep, they bask. That's why there's great whites there.
A's taking the field. Catcher John Jaso today, the guy leading them on out. He'll be catching Jeff Samardzija, who has come over in the big deal from Chicago July 4th. And he'll face this lineup for the Mets presented by Geico. Lineup had a little bit of a switch. Kirk Neuenhuis was in the original lineup in right field, but remember he had that stiff neck yesterday, kept him out of the lineup. Well, he was in there and then the neck acted up, so he was yanked. Granderson was the DH, so now he'll play right, and Eric Campbell is the DH against Samardzija.
And the Toyota starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics is Jeff Samardzija. You see his numbers there on the season. It's a hard luck pitcher at Chicago, 2-7 with an ERA below 3.
And we're underway with Samardzija dealing a first pitch strike at 92 miles an hour. And so Granderson, you see the numbers at 220. Dangerously close to dipping into the teens there, looking to get a little hot streak going. Is quickly behind 0-2. Another gorgeous day, 66 degrees, sunny, a little breeze blowing from right to left.
A little overcast today.
Yeah, we had some clouds this morning.
It's a gray morning. It's kind of patchy now, more gray than blue.
There's Mount Davis right there in center field.
0-2 to Granderson to start things off. And it's down low, 1-2. So Jeff Samardzija, 29 years old. And on the season, 5-9 with a 2.96 ERA overall. Came over on the 4th of July. He and Jason Hamill coming over for the Cubs in a blockbuster six-player trade, I should say. And Granderson pops one up. It's Sam Fold out there in center field today. And he puts it away for the first out.
We'll take a look at the Coors Light Athletics defense. As Kevin mentioned, center field, the one change. Coco Crisp DHing. Fold they acquired at the deadline from Minnesota. Perino gets a start at shortstop. Sogard moves over to second. They give Josh Donaldson a rest today. Didn't swing the bat so great. Put Callaspo over at third, and there's Mount Davis right there, and there's the old stadium right there. What a beautiful view, folks, huh?
Man,
now
look at that
can
scenery.
We show then and after, or then and now?
That's a shame, as the beautiful scenery in the background cut off now. It's Daniel Murphy, who in a short sample size has had some success against Samardzija. He's 3 of 6 with a home run against the big right-hander.
Had the off day yesterday. Really the last 3 days was kind of sluggish at the plate. I think he was a little bit tired, needed a spell. We'll see how. That's a hard fastball right there, up and in.
Well, Murphy's having a great year. 297. He's got 44 multi-hit games, which is second in the National League, only to Denard Span of the Nationals.
This is the last of the stadiums in the United States that has multi-purpose. The Oakland Raiders play here, and you can barely see in the outfield the grid line, the
yard lines,
yard markers, and the lines of the field, which run really across the field from the left field foul pole to the right field foul pole.
And Daniel Murphy goes down swinging, so 2 away for Samardzija.
Good slider right here. That is as good as it gets. Tough pitch to lay off. Not a strike.
That's Samardzija's big pitch. He is one of the hardest throwers in the game. He throws a slider, sinker, and you saw the kind of bite that hot on it. So here's David Wright. David had 1 hit yesterday in 4 trips. He had to hit his first at bat and then flew out to right all 3 times softly after that. Wright's at 270 on the year. 8 home runs, 56 RBIs. 8 home runs here on August 20th. Of course, you remember 2009 when David had 10 home runs the first year at Citi Field. Goes the other way with authority this time, but it lays up there. It's going to be caught by Josh Reddick. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jeff Samardzija. Mets retired in order. A's coming to bat. Coming up next against Wheeler. Let's check out the lineup for the Oakland A's. Brought to you by Hyundai. Coco Crisp DHing today. Josh Donaldson, their slugger, gets a day off. Had a rough game last night. Struck out a few times, so he gets a day off. And a little bit of a different lineup with Fold in center field.
And your Caesars Met starting pitcher Zach Wheeler. We told you about the run he's on. 5 straight games. 9 starts. He has only given up more than three runs once. And the next hurdle for him is that he's got to get through that 7th inning. All of his starts, he's gotten to the 7th inning and can't close it out. But he's been pitching brilliantly over his last 9 starts.
Well, there's no question Wheeler's turned the corner. I mean, he had a couple starts in there too where he did not have his best stuff and kind of learned to pitch without it. His biggest bugaboo, Keith, is high pitch counts. You know, I mean, you look at his last few starts, he went 6 2/3, 6 innings and 6 2/3, and the pitch counts were 109, 112, and 120. So if he can learn to get more economical through games, he could get into the 7th and 8th inning.
Well, he went through a stretch there in those 9 starts where he had 5 with only walking 2 or 1 batter. And now the last 3 starts, he's picked up his walks 4, 3, and 4 his last 3 starts.
2-0 to Crisp to start it off, and there's a strike.
Well, he always brings the fastball. He's one of the hardest throwers in the game. He's getting his breaking stuff over. He's just sprinkling in his changeup.
And it's 3-1 to Crisp. His curveball has been a very effective pitch for him this year, and you said he is one of the hardest throwers in the game. 3-1, and there's a strike. Chris thought otherwise.
Well, that's why the Mets coveted Wheeler. He was the big man in that trade that Alderson made, sending Carlos Beltran to the San Francisco Giants. Wheeler was the man.
Payoff pitch coming to Crisp. A little check swing roller right to David Wright. Flings it to first, and there's one away. So Wheeler's 5-0 his last 9 starts. Cold Hard Facts brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Here are the numbers, I should say, and they're all terrific.
Well, it's 9 quality starts, and you got 4 no decisions with an ERA just slightly above 2. That's outstanding. So his whip is pretty good. Could always work on the walks, but I like him when he's a little wild around the plate. The hitters can't get real comfortable on him. He might let one go and put it under your chin, and that's a good thing.
John Jaso, the hitter, he takes down a low ball, 196 miles an hour from Wheeler. You see 2 of the guys today with Wheeler and Samardzija who can really bring it. Right to right, perfectly positioned, and there's 2 down.
And we'll take a look at your Metsy defense, brought to you by Lexus. Neuenhuis was a scratch with a stiff neck, so Granderson was going to DH is in right. Eric Young gets a start in left, and the infield with Murphy back in the lineup with the spell he had yesterday. He wasn't. No one put a spell on him. So sorry. I want to reiterate. I want to punctuate that.
Just making sure. Lagares has the day off today. Terry Collins intimated that he thought he was getting a little bit fatigued, so he's off, and then Decker in center. Stephen Vogt is the hitter.
Vogt had himself a very nice night yesterday. He's their lone 300 hitter in the lineup. He had 2 base hits, all the opposite field.
Yeah. Scored a run as well. Talking about Wheeler and Samardzija, Keith, about hard throwers. According to Fangraphs, Wheeler 5th best in major leagues in fastball velocity, and Samardzija is 7th. Both right around 95 miles an hour. So gets a heat today, and Vogt fouls it right back. It's 1-2.
Every hitter in the lineup. Remember, we got the DH here. Of course, we're playing in the American League, an American League team at their home field. So there's no pitcher. All 9 hitters today are from the left side. There are 3 switch hitters. So Edgin's going to get some work today. Evelyn's got a little tightness in his elbow probably won't be used, so the burden is going to be on Edgin from the left side.
Yeah, that's true. Josh pitched yesterday, and lefties have hit Wheeler a lot better than righties. But Edgin pitched yesterday, and Evelyn probably won't be able to pitch till Friday. He did get a cortisone shot in that elbow. 1-2 to left. Derek Young Jr. retreating, and he gets back to make the grab for the third out. So Wheeler has himself a 1-2-3 first. We've played one scoreless in Oakland. For a long time, moved here in the 60s, and Charlie Finley brought him over from Kansas City. 9 World Series titles, 15 pennants, and some terrific players, as you can imagine, have come through here. As Duda starts it off in the second against Jeff Samardzija and takes strike one. Lucas, 253, a career high 22 home runs on the year.
Well, those Oakland A teams of the early 70s, when they had their 3 straight championships, 72, 73, 74, and don't forget 71, they were in the playoffs. That was the first time they broke through. They were beaten in the playoffs by the Baltimore Orioles in 71.
Yeah,
that got them on their way.
And Duda down on strikes on 3 pitches. Second strikeout for Jeff Samardzija. Talking about some of the great players, Keith.
Yeah, well, Catfish, Reggie, of course, Henderson. What are you going to do? 3 Hall of Famers right there. Yeah. Dave Stewart, Canseco. I'm glad we're showing Carney Lansford, Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley, the third baseman Carney Lansford. Very underrated player, solid player.
Of course, 73, the A's beat the Mets in 7 games, came back to games 6 and 7. And this is only the second time the Mets have been here since that World Series. It's not a place they have frequented at all. Travis d'Arnaud hit his 11th home run last night, and he hit it with authority the other way. 227, 11 home runs, 31 RBIs for the Mets catcher. He was DHing last night for the primary purpose so he could catch today. One and two. Dan Decker gets a start in center, waiting his turn next.
d'Arnaud hit a very impressive home run in the opposite field last night over the 388 sign, a 15-foot high fence in right center field, the opposite field. just to the left of that Stanley sign, that big yellow Stanley sign, and it was a line drive. It was a very impressive home run. It was 11th of the year.
Two and 2 to Darno. And the count goes full. 97 from Samardzija. Two to Darno coming, and it's back up, but nice play at shortstop. Andy Perino throws out Darno. Maybe one of the more underappreciated guys, well, not in Oakland, but everywhere else, Keith. Carney Lansford at third base.
Well, the best kept secret, won a batting title, and I bet you no one remembers that. 1981 as a Red Sox. He hit .336. In '89, he finished second in the American League batting title. He was also a great fielder. That's why you're getting all this footage of him using the leather. He was a terrific fielder. In '89, he finished second in the batting race to Kirby Puckett for the Twins. Just really an underrated player, solid player.
So now it's Matt Dendecker. Did not play last night and swings at the first pitch. Right to Sogard at second. Samardzija 6 up, 6 down for him, and the Mets retired in the second. Bottom 2 we go from Oakland, and we're scoreless.
At Sprout Plaza. My brother went to Cal when I was a junior. He dragged me over there for the weekends, and I'd overnight. Surprised my dad let me out of the corral there.
Me too.
Out of the stable. Gave me a little rope there. I had some great times over there watching football games, basketball games.
Brandon Moss takes strike one from Wheeler. How far is that from here, Keith?
From the stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, it would take you, what, 15, 20 minutes to get to Berkeley from here? Yeah. Hop, skip, and a jump.
1-1 to Brandon Moss. So you see that O in the Overstock.com sign. There's a hole in the O, right? They have a contest here between innings. I don't know how they draw the random person. But if someone hits a home run, it has to be an A, hits that home run through that O, they get $10,000.
Not the player. Isn't it a lucky fan?
Fan, right. The fan gets, not the player. Now, what are the odds?
It can happen. It can happen.
I'm not saying it can't happen. What do you think the odds are?
Odds are not very good. Strike three right there.
Not good at all. First strikeout for Zach Wheeler.
That's like the minor league days right there.
Really is.
we had in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had a wooden fence, old stadium. Had a Tasco was a automotive repair transmission business, and the Tasco man, his head came above the fence line, and if he hit a home run through his smiling mouth, a fan got a free lube job or whatever.
Going to move on, and well,
no,
didn't they have a sign at Ebbets Field that if you hit it here, you win a free suit? Isn't that back in Brooklyn back in the day?
So all those things in the minor leagues, and here they are incorporating it in the big league level in Oakland.
I have to tell you, this was, I watched the A's on TV enough, watching around the league, Keith, but just being here last night, really enjoyed it. Really enjoy the atmosphere. I think it's great. Place may be ancient, needed of upgrades, but you know what? It's fun. They have fun here.
They do. They don't pack the stadium. I don't know if you folks noticed. Everybody has all kinds of characters here in the Bay Area.
Reddick to Daniel Murphy. Puts it on away for the second out.
Oh, I like that.
Hey, Iron Man's not green and yellow.
They have tarp on all the entire upper deck because they don't usually put enough people in the ballpark here, so they tarped it off in Kelly green, but it's kind of faded in the sun, and they put all their championship pennants up there as well as their retired numbers. You see right there, Reggie Jackson, number 9, Henderson, Eckersley, and as you go right, Raleigh Fingers and Catfish Hunter.
Alberto Callaspo, the batter, with 2 down. Had a good night last night. Couple hits, had a sacrifice fly, scored a run as well. Playing third base today as Josh Donaldson getting a rare day off, the ace slugger. Donaldson had a rough game last night, struck out 3 times. Hops off the mound. That probably helps Wilmer Flores right to him in an easy 1-2-3 inning for Zach Wheeler. Both pitchers in a groove. We head to the third. Still no score. In trivia question, which 5 players have hit 250-plus home runs for the Athletics? Think of a few right off the bat. Eric Campbell leads things off. Campbell here in the third against Jeff Samardzija. Samardzija and Wheeler been 6 up, 6 down. Campbell in DH mode today. He had a 2-hit game last night for the Mets. A welcome sight. 2 for 4. Struck out a couple times. Mets only had 7 hits. Campbell with 2 of them, and he's played well. 294 clip since called up in May from AAA. And it's 2-0. I'm not sure how Adam Rubin knows this. I mean, he generally knows all of these things, but he's not on this trip. But he tweeted me, Keith, that Josh Donaldson apparently hit the O in batting practice today.
Okay,
so it's close.
He has his spies here.
Bottom line, and Campbell hits this one a ton, deep to center field. Full going back, and it's gone. Home run, Eric Campbell, his third of the year, and it's 1-0 Mets. Wow.
Well, he hit one in the homestand, and now another one off a right-hander, and that was a blast.
That's good for the car wash. Business has been slow lately, so that'll help.
Fastball down the pipe, yes sir. Oh boy, did he jump on that. Belt high. You make a mistake like that, you got to make that guy pay.
So Campbell hits it a long way, his third of the year. As Flores in an 0-2 hole. Keith, you mentioned that he hit a game-winning home run for the Mets in that Cubs series over the weekend against Travis Wood. So
getting a chance to perform here, and he's done an outstanding job. He's been really, really good off the bench. Again, another guy that's hard to find a position for.
Inside of Flores. You gotta like about Campbell though, Keith. You know, I don't know where he plays long term. But, you know, for a guy that opened eyes in spring training, he seems pretty adept at, you know, whether he sits for a week and comes and pinch hits or whether he starts,
he stays prepared.
He's in the game.
Yep. And it's a very difficult job to be a reserve player, particularly when you have very little experience in the big league level. And he's really performed outstanding. He had a big difficulty, to recall, when David was down and he played a lot of third base back to back. He really struggled over there with the glove.
2-2, and Flores jammed.
I don't want to diminish or say anything negative about Eric Campbell. He's done a fantastic job.
And speaking of Wilmer Flores, let's go down and check in today with Steve Gelb. Steve?
Well, speaking of struggling on defense as well with Eric Campbell, Wilmer Flores certainly has struggled at shortstop a lot often when he came up here with the Mets and got the extended playing time. But recently, short sample size, we've seen him start to make not just the routine plays, but a couple of really nice plays in that Cubs series. And talking to Flores, the one thing he thinks he's really, really improved is his anticipation. And what he means by that is that it's the infielder's job during a game to sense patterns with each hitter. And he pointed to the fifth inning, actually, of the game the other day against the Cubs, where he made that great play in the hole against Javier Baez. He had sensed, as I think we all did, that Baez was a big-time pull hitter. So before each and every pitch, instead of standing upright, he was leaning over to his right a little bit. Sure enough, ball hit into the hole. He was able to get there and make that split-second count. The play was ultimately challenged but wasn't overturned because of his quick lean to the right.
Well, whatever it takes. I mean, that's certainly a question whether he can hack it on this level defensively, but he also hasn't hit, and that's really what he needs to do. Eric Young Jr. right down to first, taken care of by Vogt, and there's 2 down. You know, the other part of that equation is that Tim Duffel does a great job doing all his work and positioning players, so they're hopefully in the right spot. But Keith, he's got to hit. I mean, you know, Wilmer Flores, we could talk all day long about his defense. It doesn't matter if he is not hitting, which right now he's not doing.
Well, he came up with a reputation of being an offensive player. So I don't like to make judgments on young players. I was a guy that took me 3 years to get untracked. I struggled with my first 3 years, so I don't like to just look and go, this guy can't hit or blah, blah, blah. You got to let these guys get comfortable. Some guys find their way and some guys don't. I mean, you'll find out. Water seeks its level. You'll find out about them sooner than enough.
Murphy waiting on deck. 2-0 to Curtis Granderson. Mets have taken the lead on the Eric Campbell home run here in the third against Samardzija. Only hit of the game so far for either team. Two and 1 to Curtis, who's really going through it right now. This month, he's 11 of 74. And, you know, I think when you talk about the Mets' offensive woes, you have to really look at, before you look at the young guys, you have to look at the big guys. And, you know, right now, Curtis Granderson, I know he was leading off for a good portion of the year. He's got 47 RBIs. And it's not enough if he's your big producer along with Wright. 2-2 here with 2 away.
Well, as we said in the open, the season has its ebbs and flows. And, you know, when a team goes bad, with the old adage, the team never looks as bad as it looks when it's going bad, and that's never as good as it looks when it's going good.
Sure.
I believe that.
One more time at 2-2. And Granderson softly taps one, but with the shift on, he's going to beat it out. Wow. So that worked out just fine. The A's had the shift on there, and it really helped him.
Take it. That bat got shattered. It's a changeup. You see the defense, the big shift, third base, way over in the shortstop spot. No way. Just got to. All you got to do is get that ball to prevent a double.
Gaspo was over to field it, but had absolutely no play. So now Murphy struck out his first time up. Told you earlier, if you just tuned in, he came into today 3 of 6 against Samardzija.
Another thing too about Granderson is that he hasn't stolen any bases this year, and that's a part of his game now that he's a little bit older.
Just 8 stolen bases.
You know, you'd like to be able to get, if he's leading off, to get some stolen bases out of him, but it's just at this stage of his career, I guess that's not happening.
Well, it's an interesting question for the Mets. You know, they brought him in here to be the guy behind David Wright to protect him, and it hasn't worked. It's the bottom line.
Well, he's always hit second and leadoff. He's never been a guy that's a cleanup hitter.
No, but when you're trying to cover up further holes,
it's asking a lot.
That's what he had to be.
You know, something that he's not used to. It puts a little added pressure on you. Geez, I'm in a cleanup spot. I'm in an RBI spot. I'm used to being a table setter. You know, it's an adjustment.
8 of 10 on the bases this year is Granderson. Remember about him, this is a guy that hit 40 home runs back-to-back years.
Yes. And the big RBI years with the 40 home run years, obviously. The triples are more, I think, telling when he was stealing more bases in 07, but that's 7 years ago.
Murphy fouls it off. Tell you one thing, Keith, if the Mets going to get people on today, they got to try and steal. 2 reasons why. Samardzija, last 3 games, runners 7 for 7 steals against him. And John Jaso, who's catching today, has only caught 4 of 32 this year. That's 11%. League average is somewhere up just below 30%. So
probably why Samardzija is holding on.
Soft liner the other way, and it finds a hole. So Daniel Murphy delivers a 2-out single, and the Mets have something going that'll bring up David Wright.
Well, 2-out rally here. And Daniel letting go with one hand, just kind of poking it into left field. That's just good hitting. David hit a bullet to right field his last time up.
Man, he did. Just happened to be pretty much right at Josh Reddick. So now it's Wright. 270 coming into this game. 8 home runs, 56 RBIs. Just have 26 doubles. Mets would love one of those here. And told you about Granderson and showed you what he has done in his career. Well, Wright is way off his pace in just about everything too. Here, that's what he has done
6-7 years ago.
I mean, look, he's a 300 career hitter, so you don't expect to see 270, let alone the power numbers down. You just don't expect it from him. I mean, the 2009 Citi Field, where we all know the dimensions, struggle with it, it really changed him as a hitter because everything he hit was caught there deep. And then he had the other year, 2 years later, when he broke his back and was so tough and played through it. Other than that, every other year of David's career, he's been a .300 hitter for the most part. One Met fan in amongst a bunch of A's fans. And coming into today, right, a .299 career hitter. Two and one here. Inside, almost nicked him. Brushes him back. It's 3-1 to right. Good hitters count for right. 3-1, 2 down. Granderson on second, Murphy on first. And it's ball 4. Well, the fastball was high and tight, and now the bases are loaded for Lucas Duda. So after the home run, Samardzija got the next 2 outs without a problem, but now a couple hits and a walk and a prime spot for Duda.
Lucas in his last 10 games, 5 for 32. I'm correct. Let me correct that. Had to be at bat today, so he's 5 for 33. So he's cooled off and he's in a slump.
Mets have 3 grand slams on the season. That one's in the dirt. Jaso can't find it, but Samardzija comes and covers and helps him out. Everybody's got to stay put.
Yep. Okay, here we go. The same situation. Bases loaded. Secondary pitch. Changeup. Why is he throwing a changeup? Well, the ball doesn't get away enough. Now Granderson right here, you just can't tell. You can't think quickly enough to know for certain that the catcher doesn't know where the ball is. It's going to be a moment of hesitation before you recognize that, and then it's usually too late when the ball's sitting around home plate.
And that one gets all the way back to the backstop. Granderson comes home and scores, and it's 2-0 New York.
Well, all of a sudden Samardzija doesn't like pitching with men on base. Well, overthrowing. Easy enough choice. Granderson comes down the line, ready to run. He scores easily.
And so Granderson is, Samardzija's a little bit of trouble here. A home run to Campbell, then he settled in to get the next 2 outs rather easily. A single by Granderson, a single by Murphy, soft the other way, and then a walk to right. And the wild pitch brings in another run. Now Duda can really open up this game with Zach Wheeler on the mound. Murphy and Wright, the base runners, a good speed for Duda. And a 2-0 count to him here.
Good pitch to hit. He's late. Good count. 2-0 count. Down in the strike zone, out over the plate, and late. Good cut, but tardy.
Darno on deck if Duda can keep it going. Two and one. And Duda drives one to center field. Full back on his horse. This one is deep, and this one is gone.
Wow.
A 3-run home run for Lucas Duda. And the Mets have erupted against Jeff Samardzija. Number 23 on the year. He keeps adding to his career high.
RBIs 67, 8, and 9 on the year for Lucas. And I thought he was jammed here with this high slider. And I guess I was wrong. High slider. Oh, he hung it. That ball deserved. He deserved to rub up a new one with that one. And that ball's crushed dead central. So Lucas, with 23 home runs, he could hit 30 this year. And let's not forget, he was splitting time with Ike Davis early.
Yeah.
And the old hanger. The old pitchers think that they can throw that little rinky-dink up there and get away with it.
Duda now tied for 4th with Marlon Byrd in the National League. Pretty good. 0-2 to Darno. Just missed. And you're right, Keith, for a guy that wasn't playing full time the entire year.
You're right. I mean, absolutely. Duda's played in 119 games. You got Granderson, who's played every day, and Wright. Wright almost has 500 at bats. His 476 at bats coming into the season, playing every day. Lucas, contrast, has 390. So there's 100 ABs that if he was playing every day, who knows how many home runs he'd have. He'd have close to 30 right now. So this is all very promising. Looking ahead.
2-2 to Darno coming, and a swing and a miss on the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So the strikeout for Samardzija, but a heck of an inning for the Mets. Home runs from Campbell and Duda, and all of a sudden 5-0 New York. And the water ran through because the Mets offense hasn't seen anything like this all month. 5 runs, 2 home runs in the inning off Jeff Samardzija, Eric Campbell a solo shot, and then Lucas Duda a 3-run shot. And Zach Wheeler's got 5 runs to work with here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Gotta love that. Can get his record over 500.
Center fielder.
Well, Sam Fuld will lead it off. Sam Fuld playing center today, giving Coco Crisp a rest, who's DHing. Fuld, a guy that was here and then went to Minnesota, but the A's wanted him back. So after they made the trades for Samardzija and Hamill had a surplus of pitching, they sent Tommy Malone to Minnesota to bring Fuld, kind of a multi-dimensional outfielder who gets on base, back here. He is really kind of a typical A's type player. Nothing overwhelmingly great, but kind of
just a backup.
Does everything rather well.
4th outfielder.
Yeah, has
4th,
speed.
5th outfielder. This is a club that is very vulnerable to left-hand pitching, you would think. If you look at their splits, a lot of very bad averages against left-handers from particularly their left-hand hitters. A lot of guys on the interstate. And that's a foul tip off the mask. It'll always wake you up. But, ironically, and there it is. That's, anyway, we've seen that a million times. hang with them. That hurts. The A's, ironically, for all their left-handers that don't hit left-handers well, are 20-15 against left-handers this year.
Well, they're a team that will platoon guys. They'll get guys in and out, but they clearly have more left-handers power-wise. Right to Granderson for the first out. I mean, Donaldson's obviously the biggest slugger as a right-hander. Hey fans, you can follow every Mets game with MLB.com at bat on your favorite mobile phone or tablet. Get live look-ins, instant replays, score, stats, audio, free MLB.TV game of the day, and more. Download on the App Store or visit Mets.com today. Andy Perino, the shortstop now, called up from AAA after Jed Lowry went on the disabled list with a fractured index finger. So Perino's only got 18 at bats so far.
I can never get used to major league players wearing double flaps like Little League. Willie McGee did it with the Cardinals when I played with Willie.
Yeah.
Willie was actually the first year they changed the rule where if you came up, there was a grandfather. They didn't affect me. I wore no flaps.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but that year that Willie came up, they made him wear the double helmet. Terry Pendleton wore a double helmet. Willie McGee wore it, and I just said, "Oh my gosh." I mean, and I was a player rep then, and I said, "No, you can't tell these guys that they have to wear a double flap." But no one wanted to fight over it. And it certainly wasn't worth going on strike over, but it certainly would have said no. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Uncomfortable now.
Well,
not exactly stylish.
For Little League.
Yeah. So with that, it's 2-2 to Andy Perino. Zach Wheeler has retired his first 7 A's to face him.
Well, we've got how many games the Mets have played coming into this
Played
game?
127. So we're getting there. We got 35 left.
30.
Right? My math.
Yeah, 35 after today, 34. So let's go. Wheeler will have 7 more starts.
Yeah.
Gets a win today.
Slow roller, White to Murphy, and there's 2 away. 8 up, 8 down against Wheeler.
I mean, he can conceivably win 14, 15 games after being 3-8. I say always set your sights high. Hey, you want to win every game you go out there. You don't want to give your team a chance to win. No, I want to go out and win. I hate that when I hear that from pitchers.
That reminds me of Adam Wainwright last year when there was a lot of talk and debate going around in the baseball community and the sabermetric community about wins and is it an important stat and should it even be a stat for pitchers, and Sogard bats against Wheeler, and Wainwright said I do believe wins is the only stat that matters.
Exactly. It matters more than, okay, in the 32 starts that Wheeler's had this year, the Mets were 25-7. Anybody won maybe 14 games.
Right.
No, it's wins.
Right. Falling behind Sogard 3-0, the 9th-place hitter, second baseman for the A's. And he walks him on 4 pitches. So Wheeler had been perfect until walking the 9-hitter there. Told you about the hard throwers in this game. Wheeler is 5th in the league.
He definitely brings it. If he was in the Wild West, he'd be like Billy the Kid and Johnny Ringo. He'd be a big gunslinger. You wouldn't want to go out in the street with him. Have a shootout. Quick to the draw.
So now Coco Crisp. And Crisp rips one. Fair ball. Looks exactly like the one against G last night. Sogard can fly. He's motoring around third. Here comes the relay from Murphy. Up the line, and the run scores. And it gets by all the way into the dugout. The Coco Crisp does it again. And it seems the Mets have gotten him hot.
Well, he turns on the fastball downstairs. Crisp, who came into this series in a major slump. And this is his second line drive down the right field line with a ribeye steak in it. Now the throw home, Wheeler's too close to the catcher. See where he is? He's got to back up almost. You got to get back into the dirt. And he was in the dirt. He's able to make the play, and that ball doesn't go into the dugout.
Especially with all this room here.
So throwing error on Murph.
Sogard can fly. I mean, he was scoring there. Would have taken a miracle to get him out. And so after retiring the first 8, Wheeler walks the 9-hitter. It's exactly what Dylan G did yesterday before Crisp ripped that 3-run triple.
Ball came up. Tough chance. But wasn't backed up properly. I don't know if Wheeler got there late or not.
Jaso takes down. Well, it's a big batter for Wheeler. I mean, 5-0. You don't want to let the A's get right back into it here. Another run. I feel like they're right there.
There's Big Daniel. Gets the error on that throw.
Way out on the grass. The 14th error on Murphy. And Jaso delivers an RBI single. And Jaso's going to try to turn it into more than that. He will. RBI double for John Jaso. And the A's are right back in the game. It's 5-2.
Well, both clubs coming into this series struggling to score runs, not hitting. Another pitch identical almost, down and out over the plate, fastball to left-hand hitters. Lefties love that ball down.
So Keith, for the second straight day, the Mets walk Eric Sogard, and it kills him. The A's take advantage. Here's the error.
The first double here, and let's see Wheeler. See, Wheeler's got to go. See, he's lollygagging. That's why he was late.
Strike 1 to Stephen Vogt. See the rest of it.
Got to get there. You've got to get there. That's a fine. Should be a fine.
And it cost him. 0-1 to Vogt. And it's 0-2. Vogt's got some pop. He's got 8 home runs. He had been the third catcher who played. The A's had rotated 3 guys, but he's primarily the first baseman now. He's got a little bit of a foot injury that doesn't allow him to really play catcher anymore. And with Cespedes gone, Moss has been in left field, where he had naturally been earlier in his career, and Vogt is your starting first baseman. And an 0-2 hole here. That's 1-2. 97 upstairs from Wheeler. One-two. And he popped him up. Right, long run. Plenty of time. Get there. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. But the A's get back in the game. A couple of RBI doubles back-to-back from Crisp and Jaso. And it's 5-2 Mets after 3. Schedule brought to you by Honda. So the Mets quickly in and out of Oakland. 2-game series ends today. And then it's 3 in L.A. against the first place Dodgers.
That's a 6 o'clock start. Gotta like that.
On Saturday. Clayton Kershaw on Friday for the Dodgers. Mets won't see Hyun-Jin Ryu. He's on the DL, and they won't see Zach Greinke, who's going to skip a start on Thursday. Kershaw will be a handful on Friday, I'm sure, as Matt Dendecker leads it off against Jeff Samardzija. Right side, Sogard. Nice play. One down.
Now batting, number 29, Campbell.
Hey, Keith, you
Yes.
got to look at that again. Sogard's got the A's stirrups on, like legit.
I like the stirrups.
I mean, not only is he slick with the field and fast on the bases, but he's got the old school going.
Well, it's not soccer. It's baseball. You got the chokers, though, the ankle chokers. No thanks. Hated the ankle chokers. You gave those in the minor leagues.
Yeah, those aren't Keith Hernandez ones.
You got to know what you have to do because they're not stretchy. They're not stretchable, those socks.
So you got to cut them.
You cut the seam under it's underneath your sole of your foot.
Campbell homered his last time up.
You get elastic bandage.
Well.
Not a bandage, an elastic strip. Then you sew them on to the.
So
and then they kind of
comes
come
higher.
Up. Yep, they come higher.
So you got to get the clubby on that.
Yes, I don't. I'm not a seamstress.
I mean, you are many things.
Or a seamster. Excuse me. Although I can sew buttons.
Oh, I believe it.
Have to.
I think our director Bill Webb needs a button sewn on his
Well, I'm
coat.
going to do it for myself.
See,
it's not something I enjoy doing.
You see his coat walking in today? There's the pictures for Friday. See Webby's coat?
I try not to look at Bill in the morning.
He had a coat made from yak fur. I'm not even kidding. Where do you get a coat made from yak fur? That's what I want to know. He said it was pure Tibetan yak as opposed to the unpure Tibetan yak.
Only Bill.
You don't have one of those?
No.
Of all the coats you have, you don't have a yak coat?
No, I don't.
It's disappointing. Dan Warthen talking with Zach Wheeler and Travis d'Arnaud. 2-2 the count. And Campbell works it full against Samardzija.
Samardzija right now is much like Dylan G. Just cannot get his breaking ball over. And take note in that dugout. Get ahead of him. He's got to come with that cheddar, or he'll hang you one.
Payoff pitch coming, and it's way outside.
Boy.
And Campbell draws a walk. Wow.
He is all over the place. This is not good. This is what, oh my Lord, this is what you call wild when you miss with fastballs like that.
You know, it's interesting. Samardzija this year with the Cubs made 17 starts, Keith, and he yielded 7 home runs. Well, this, his 9th start with the A's, and he's already allowed 8 home runs. That's problematic.
Well, he had 31 walks and 108 innings with the Cubs, which is around 3 every 9, and only 7 walks with the A's in 56 innings.
He's got 2 walks here today, and now it's Wilmer Flores. Flew out to right his first time up, and it's strike 1.
There you go. Now that's how it's done, folks. And you notice the piping on the leg, how it's deceptive. You have to line up the pant leg stripe with the stripe coming down the side. It's a uniform. You got to be uniform when you're in uniform.
Back higher than the front, right? That is nice. That is tight, Keith.
Yeah. When I was at Cardinals, I had them a little bit lower because I like to show my stripes.
Oh, and 1 Wilmer Flores here. one thing about Samardzija, he's been pretty good since coming over. A little slide piece there. Pretty good since coming over to the A's, but they've won. They're 5-0 in his starts here at the O.Co Coliseum. Interesting stat. A's are 6-2 overall in Samardzija starts, 14-16 in starts by somebody else. Flores left side could be 2 if they hurry. Sogard the turn, not in time.
Well, Samardzija has thrown now 3 straight breaking balls for a strike, and guess what he's done? He has taken something off of it. He's throwing it off speed, which is going to make it lazier in its break. It got Flores out in front to roll over it, but he wasn't getting his hard slider over. So pitchers always adjust by taking a little off of their breaking ball to find the range, but they lose the tightness of their break when they take the speed off. It's a little easier to read.
Eric Young Jr. grounded out to first base his first time up with 2 away. You know, one thing about Young, and some of this may be coincidental, but he has been the forgotten guy here. I mean, completely forgotten. And I know that Mets people think that his best role is off the bench as a spark plug, but getting him in there today, just trying to give some life to the offense. He gets on and he steals you a base almost all the time, and he scores.
I like him in the 9 hole when there's a DH, or even moving the pitcher in the 8th hole, which I don't like, period, but it makes sense when he's in the lineup. And right now, it's just he's lost his rhythm. He's lost his timing. He hasn't played hardly at all. It's tough.
0-2 hole and misses outside. Young does have 27 steals in limited playing time. One-two pitch, 2-2.
Yep, he's struggling.
Samardzija's definitely battling it here today.
Got to jump on someone that is struggling like this. You got to send him in for an early shower.
Left side, and it gets through. Perino couldn't get there, and it's 1st and 2nd for the Mets.
Well, this is how it happened last inning. The Mets had the leadoff home run, then 2 outs, and all of a sudden, boom. 2 base hits, a walk, on a home run, a 3-run shot.
Now batting, number 3, Curtis Granderson.
And Curtis was the one that started it with the 2 outs with that broken bat jam shot that he flared down the left field line. Not even down the left field line, down the third base line. Infield line.
A chance for the Mets to add some more here. Granderson takes high, ball 1.
All of a sudden, Samardzija wants to throw breaking balls because he's got it over 3 times. Now he's hanging it. He's going to get his fanny in trouble if he keeps on doing it.
Been a good pitcher, made the All-Star team this year for the first time, and it's 2-0. He's really doesn't have command right now. Already at 75 pitches here in the 4th.
That's going to get the bullpen active. I'll tell you what, Bob Melvin has not missed a trick as far as when to get the bullpen up. He has a former catcher for the Giants, backup catcher.
Granderson delivers with a base hit. Flores motoring around third. He will score. Young going to third, and he's in. It's an RBI single from Curtis Granderson, and the Mets add on. It's 6-2.
Nice base running by Young, going to first to third. Nice hitting by Granderson, not trying to pull the ball. He has been pulling way too much. There's a ball down outside corner, knee high, going. Very rarely do you see him go to left field. Flores is going to score easily. And the Mets are doing pretty much what they did last inning. And that's going to get the pitching coach out and Kurt Young to have a little chat with his pitcher who's getting racky-tacked.
I like that one. Racky-tacked. Jesse Chavez, who was in this starting rotation and pitching well for the A's before they made the moves to bring Samardzija and Hamill in. Matter of fact, they're skipping Jason Hamill's turn in the rotation this week because he's been subpar to say the least. So they're giving him a little break. So Chavez warms up, and Samardzija is clearly not having the day that he has wanted. He had one game earlier this year at Milwaukee where he allowed 8 runs in 3 innings. He had a 6-run game against the Nationals June 28th, but this is one of the rougher ones for him all year long. Already at 76 pitches and 6 runs in for the Mets, 2 down in the 4th, runners on the corners, and it's high for Murphy, 1-0. Young Jr. on third. It's Granderson on first. And it's 1-0 to Murphy. Make it 2-0. Can't buy one.
Attack, attack, attack. 2-0 count. Boy, oh boy. Well, I'd love to be up right now.
Murphy fouls it off. 2-1. Murphy singled and scored in the 3rd. Keep that Mega Millions now up to 180 million.
Was 60? Oh, it's a different one. That's right. The other day with the Powerball was at 60. That's a lot of coin right there.
That's a lot. That's a lot of yak coats.
If I win that, don't look for me.
Two and 2 to Murphy. I mean, you wouldn't come out every once in a while just to kind of sit in with us on Sunday?
I don't know what I'd do with that kind of money. It's almost obscene, isn't it?
I'm sure I could put it to use.
I'd take it all one lump sum, pay the taxes. Go to an island, lay in a hammock all day.
2-2 to Daniel Murphy. Mets have a run in looking for more. Jaso prevents another one from coming home.
This has got to be the last batter for Samardzija. Chavez is ready. Nice play by Jaso here. Boy, he caught that with a bare hand.
Samardzija's thrown 81 pitches, only 46 of them for strikes. He has been all over the place. Payoff pitch coming. Murphy gets a piece.
That's ball 4 right there.
Oh. Just barely. Granderson will be running from first. There he goes. Pitch. Murphy drills it right side. Base hit. Young scores. Granderson going to third, and the Mets are tattooing Jeff Samardzija here in Oakland.
No, they're going to send him into the showers. And that's the end of the day for him.
That'll do it. Bob Melvin's seen enough. Second worst start of the year for Jeff Samardzija, as the Mets have put a 7 spot on him for an offense that has been completely dormant. This has got to feel good. Samardzija's day is over. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Verizon. Mets have 7 runs in. Don't adjust your screens. It's 7-2 Mets in the 4th. Just 3 2/3 innings. They've got a 7 spot on him and a chance for more. As David Wright up, runners on the corners, 2 down, and Jesse Chavez in to face him. And first pitch right by him for strike 1.
21 starts on the year for Chavez. This is only his 6th relief appearance of the season. Obviously put back in the bullpen when they acquired John Lester and Samardzija.
You see his numbers, Keith. He's got almost a strikeout an inning. He was having a very good year.
He was 8-7. 8-7 as a starter. He only had 2 starts over his last 6 years of his career coming into this year. So a new role for him, but back in the bullpen.
1-2 to David Wright. A chance for Wright to get well a little bit here. Mexican Mamba.
Really?
So the Mets scored 5 runs in the 3rd. Eric Campbell with a solo home run. Lucas Duda with a 3-run home run. And they've got 2 runs here in the 4th. Chavez delivers, and Wright down on strikes. Chavez comes in and does the job, and David Wright K's on strikes. The Mets offense has come to life. It's 7-2 going to the bottom of the 4th. Fan photo of the game. Ariel checking in. She's ready to rock. Keep on sending them. SNY fan photo hashtag. Hey, you get to Citi Field Saturday, August 30th, when the Mets take on the Phillies at 7:10. First 20,000 fans get a Curtis Granderson bobblehead, courtesy of Golds. For tickets, visit Mets.com/tickets. Brandon Moss leads it off in the home 4th. It's 7-2 Mets, and a chance for Zach Wheeler to really go deep into this game at this point. And it's 1-1 to Brandon Moss. Jack's 5-0 his last 9 starts. Only Alex Cobb of the Rays has had that same type run in the last 5 starts. He's also 5-0. But he has really turned it up. His strikeouts per 9 innings up last year over a strikeout an inning. It was 7.6 last year. It's 8.9 this year, so that's a big jump. His walks per 9 innings are down. They were 4.1 last year. They're 3.8 this year. He doesn't allow home runs. He allowed 10 last year in 17 starts. He's only allowed 11 this year in 25 starts. So 1 more home run and 8 more starts. But this has been something that has been his bugaboo. That's now 18 walks to lead off an inning, according to Elias, Keith.
Yep.
Second most in the league. Only A.J. Burnett has more. That is something that's got to stop.
Right fielder, number 16.
He has made great strides.
No doubt.
Leaps and bounds. I am so thrilled with Zach's progress this year. He's a very formidable pitcher.
It's another gem by Elias. He doesn't allow the long ball. This year he's been super stingy in that area. So Moss walks, though, to lead it off. And it's Reddick, he of the Careless Whisper entrance music, who grounded to second base his first time up. And Reddick, right side, gets by Murphy. And the A's have something cooking here in the 4th.
Oh, I thought Murph had a beat on this. Let's take a look. Oh, he just didn't get it. Let's see. That's a better angle here.
Oh,
he short-armed it. He didn't extend the arm.
Yeah, he had it. He had the jump on and everything. He had it. Now they give it a base hit. Murphy has made an error today on a throw. Well, now the A's with the first 2 on against Wheeler. And it's Callaspo grounded out to shorts his first trip. The switch hitter swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. The A's have had 14 consecutive winning months. It's the longest in Major League Baseball in 10 years. They're 8-10 this month, and they've got quite the schedule coming up. Look at 7 of the next 10 games with the Angels, who lead them by a half game in the AL West, and they come here for 3 this weekend.
Yep.
So big time teams on the schedule coming up for the A's. They also have 3 with the Mariners right after that, who are playing great baseball. Last team to do it was the Giants. That streak ended in 03. That, according to Elias, it's been a long time. It's consistency, and it's 0-2 to Callaspo. Talk about those Mariners. They actually lost today in Philadelphia 4-3. And it's down low, 1-2. You know, amazing. Cole Hamels, Keith, right? He's had this incredible year. It seems like every time out he pitches 8 innings, doesn't get a decision. Today he went 5, allowed 9 hits and 3 runs, but the Phillies won it for him. James Paxton, who has been outstanding since coming back from injury, he got the loss today, so the Mariners cooled off for a bit. That one's in the dirt. Darno blocks it. It keeps everybody static.
Well, they say they'd all even out, you know, and I tell you what, I don't buy that one bit. The good pitchers and the good hitters, you hit more balls hard at people if you're a good hitter or you're robbed than you do bloopers or bleeders. And same thing for good pitchers. When you're a hard luck pitcher, and certainly Hamels has been that this year.
Yeah. 2-2 to Callaspo. And it's 3-2, and Wheeler is in danger of walking the bases loaded here.
Boy, oh boy, he's got a nice 5-run cushion.
This is a big pitch after the Mets had put up 7 runs. 3-2 to Callaspo, nobody out and 2 on in the 4th. Right side, Duda going to try and turn. 2 doesn't have it, and now will turn and just get there in time to get Callaspo. So it advances the runners in the first out of the inning.
Well, I think Lucas, his momentum coming in hard, and he went to turn to throw. I think he had a poor angle. The runner was in between him right into the way of his throw. And that's something you need to work on. When you get a guy that the base runner's in your way, I always like to throw over the top to give my shortstop a straight line throw. But when a runner was in my way, you throw more sidearm and you bend it around the runner like a sinker ball. And that's something you have to work on when you get ground balls. It's actually quite fun. I felt like I was painting the black.
So you're almost throwing a two-seamer in a way.
Yes.
You're trying to bend it around.
Throwing sidearm and it bends around the runner.
How do you do that? Do you have one of your teammates run and they hit you ground balls in practice? How do you do that during the season? Yeah, we'll do it after the pitch.
You just work on. It's usually it's very rare when it happens when you're playing back. When you're holding a runner on, sometimes it can happen. The runner will come in. So it's you just work throwing sidearm. It's really, you'll see the results of your throw with your ground balls and in preparation.
Right to him. A little lucky there, but it helps out for 2 down. I think it's fascinating, Keith, actually. So you're saying if you're practicing it, you really don't need a runner to simulate. You're just going to practice the sidearm throws and practice bending it into the bag.
And I never really practiced them because it just was instinctual for me, and I just knew when the runner's in my way, I can't throw it straight. I'm going to hit him, so I got to bend it around. And remember, the shortstop's coming over. It's always a shortstop covering. He's going to move to the right field side of second base. So when you think the runner's in his way, just throw it 5 feet towards the right field side of second base. Even if you throw it straight, runner can't go over there and get in your way.
And Murphy bobbles and boots it, and the inning continues, and 2 runs are going to score. That is a killer. Should have been inning over off the bat of Andy Perino. It's the second error of the game for Murphy, and again the A's are right back in it.
Well, he gets over here and gets in front, does everything right, but just didn't get down. And then he kicked it. That's accidental. That's just unfortunate. That allowed the second run to score. Nothing you can do about that. He just didn't get down. Everything right. He got in front. He just didn't get down.
Give credit to Reddick there, who was the trail runner. He never, 2 outs, looked like a routine play. He was flying the whole way.
Hey, this A's team hustles.
I mean, I know it sounds like nothing, but we've seen plenty of players not do that.
So obviously it's a need for no ribeye steaks and unearned runs.
The A's keep hanging around this game. The Mets put 5 up. The A's scored 2. Mets put 2 more up, and they get 2 more back.
Oh, they got a gift there.
And it really did. So 2 errors for Murphy now. He's got 15 on the year, and as you see, that's the most of any second baseman. Eric Sogard, who's been a pest in this series, walked and scored his first time up.
Well, he's in front, see, and that's wonderful, but he just didn't get down. And that's why the error. And I tell you what, the first error of this inning that they gave to Murph was oh, that's right, it was a throwing error. That's right.
Throwing error. Well, you're talking about the one they scored a hit that got
him.
Short arm.
Don't pay attention to me. I got confused.
No, I know what you were saying. Meanwhile, it's 3-0 to Sogard again. Why can't the Mets throw a strike to this guy? So Wheeler trying to recover after the error. 3-0 to the 9-hitter Sogard. There's a strike with 95 miles an hour.
Well, this game now is up for grabs. A lot of game left.
Well, you get 7 off Jeff Samardzija. It shouldn't be. Sogard up the middle. It gets by Flores. First and second. Back to the top of the order, and Crisp.
Well, he fell behind. Had to throw fastball. And we'll have the pesky Coco Crisp, and that's going to get Worthen out to have a little chat.
Keith, it's interesting. We've talked so much the last couple of years about hitting philosophy, right, and the quote Moneyball way and everything like that. But when you watch the A's, it's pretty clear they're not up there looking to walk. I mean, they're being selective, and they're aggressive hitting the baseball.
Yes, they are.
There's no doubt.
And they only got one 300 hitter on the ball club in the lineup, and that's Vogt, the first baseman. They got a lot of 250 hitters.
Well, now dangerous because it's Crisp, but the Mets have gotten hot this series. He came in ice cold this month. A couple hits last night, including the big 3-run triple and 3 RBIs. He's got an RBI double and a run scored today. Good speed on the bases, too. Wheeler starts the breaking ball for a strike. One and one to Coco Crisp.
Remember, Crisp has hurt the Mets in the last 2 nights. Today, I'm sorry, not the last 2 nights, last night and today, with fastballs.
One and one. And it's 1-2. 95 from Wheeler. John Jaso on deck. He's got an RBI double in this game. Wheeler's 1-2. Little tapper left side. Flores charges and throws out Crisp. And the inning is over. But the 2-run error by Murphy allows the A's to creep back into this one. It's 7-4 New York after 4. Coakley sits down with Jets defender Quentin Coples. Find out why he has to work twice as hard at practice and which teammates' improvements have surprised him the most at camp. Jets Nation Inside Camp Edition, Sunday at 7:30 p.m. only on SNY. Wait a second. That's Danny Barr. He's our tape AD, an integral member of our broadcast crew, yet has snuck out into the stands with his his dad on the left, right?
Oh.
Dan's from the area, so cool for him to be back. Getting to root for getting to be around the team. He grew up coming to so many games here, so good for Dan. I don't know that he knew that Webby was going to show him on television at that point, but a little too late for
Nothing gets by Webby. That's why when I bring my vanishing cream, it's just like a rub it on me sometimes so Webby can't find me.
It was like last night when you dialed the truck and that magical baseball card appeared on the air 10 seconds later. They get you. 2-1 to Lucas Duda leading off the 5th inning. The Daniel Murphy error has kind of kept the A's in this game. Mets went up 5-0. A's scored 2, and then they went up 7-2, and the error makes it a 3-run game. So plenty more to go here, as Jesse Chavez, you'd figure, would be in for a couple if he could pitch well. Former starter. Came in to strike out David Wright to bail out Samardzija in the 4th, and it's down low and away. Now 3-2 to Lucas Duda. This game so far offensively has been a revelation for the Mets when you consider they've scored 54 runs in the month of August in its entirety, and Duda has another base hit as he hammers that one to right. Reddick over to play it quickly, and it's a single for Duda. Is now 2 for 3 with a homer.
Well, it's good to see Lucas. Maybe this is a good sign of him coming out.
Number 15.
Here's Darno. The solo home run last night. He's 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up today. Couple day games today in Major League Baseball. We showed you the Phillies beat the Mariners 4-3 to cool them off. The Rangers topped the Marlins 5-4. Miami's played so well at home, but they got to Nate Eovaldi today.
Everything else is at night. How about San Francisco up and losing that game yesterday in
Oh
Chicago?
my goodness! You see that, a 4.5-hour rain delay. They couldn't get the tarp all the way on the field, and the Giants are talking about protesting that game, but
they were lost 2-0. They played
4.5.
4.5.
You know, the Rizzo had a 2-run home run for the Cubs, and you know, a massive storm came in a hurry. It was one of those situations which we've seen before. So didn't it happen to the Yankees and Rangers earlier this year? The storm comes quick. They tried to get the tarp on. It got too heavy, and they got stuck.
And then the field was unplayable after the 4+ hours of delay. And the Giants were absolutely furious.
You know, when you're in a pennant race and you're not playing great baseball, Darno's punched out. Chavez has his 2nd strikeout. That's a tough one to swallow.
Well, let's look at it. Oh, the catcher brought the glove in. He got the call.
Number 6, Matt.
There is one other game going on now, Keith. It's heading to the 9th. The Blue Jays are leading the Brewers 7-5. Milwaukee's been hot again.
Well, Milwaukee had the one little bad stretch before the All-Star break.
That's really been it.
And that's it. And
really been it.
They've pitched well. And no one's talking. Everybody talking about Kershaw, Cy Young. But what about was it Peralta? Not Peralta.
Estrada.
Estrada. What a year he's having.
He's come out of nowhere. Estrada, Willie Peralta is the other guy. He's been. They've gotten contributions all over. Loesch has been good.
Who's the guy that's got the 14 wins? It's Peralta.
Peralta's got the 14 wins.
Peralta's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's having a heck of a year.
He's the guy that throws 97.
I mean, he's going to be in the Cy Young hunt. He's got a chance to win 20 games.
They've just gotten good play all over the place. They're good. You know, they're a good team. I think everyone thought they'd fade, and they haven't. Losing today, though, Jose Bautista has got himself a double and his 24th home run. All right,
everybody goes to Toronto to hit home runs. I'm going to wonder what's in the water up there.
Dendecker, a little high. So it's 2-2 to Matt Dendecker. 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs to second. Eric Campbell's got a home run today. He's waiting on deck. And Dendecker goes chasing, and down he goes. 3rd strikeout in 4 batters for Chavez. 2 down.
You know, Dendecker starting to chase bad pitches. Still don't want to quit on him. Let him play.
Number 29, Eric Campbell.
Nationals have won 8 in a row.
Yeah.
Playing real well.
They're kind of taking control of the National League East, and we all felt that they were the best team, the cream of the crop in that division. It's a matter of time.
Campbell first pitch swinging, 91 miles an hour.
When you talk about Washington in their hot streak right now, they're doing it without Ryan Zimmerman. So that's even punctuates it a little more. That's one of their key components of that ball club. And they're without him, and they're winning, still winning.
Campbell goes the other way, and he's got himself his second base hit. Duda goes to third. Reddick's throw is offline, but Duda's in there. So Eric Campbell has 4 hits in this 2-game series, including a home run.
Well, what's more impressive about Eric, he's very disciplined. He's hit a home run today, his first at bat, a bomb to left center field, and has no designs on hitting another home run. Hits the ball where it's pitched. That's just good discipline. That's why he hits.
So now it's Wilmer Flores with 2 down and runners at the corners. Keith, we touched on this earlier. Steve did the report about Flores and his defense, and in that Cubs series, how he made a couple nice plays and how he did it. But this is why he's here and how he's going to play. He's got to deliver in moments like this. Otherwise, he's got no chance to play shortstop at the major league level. He's got 0 for 2 with a run scored.
Straight up on the defense.
And he goes the other way, and Flores delivers an RBI single with 2 down off Chavez. And the Mets add a run. It's 8-4.
The Mets have had all 3 of their scoring innings have been with 2-out rallies. 2-out rallies. Nice level swing on the ball away. Bell tie. Not a good pitch. Jump on it.
And we get a visit at the mound now. Kurt Young, the pitching coach, going out to talk to Chavez, who had struck out 3 of the first 4 batters, but 2 outs, as Keith said, with a single by Campbell and now Flores. Well, we showed you this trivia by Verizon earlier. Which 5 players have hit 250-plus home runs for the Oakland A's? All right, so you got
Fox,
McGuire, Jackson, Canseco, Bob Johnson. That's the one
Well, Jimmy Fox was a Philadelphia Athletic. Back in the days of Connie Mack, when they won with Lefty Grove. Was it 1930, I believe? Lefty Grove won 30 games. I could be wrong. Might be 1931. I'm not sure. But Lefty Grove had just a phenomenal year.
Eric Young Jr. with a chance to add on. Now this game's going. You might need to keep adding on. Let's see, Keith. Lefty Grove.
They were
31. He was the MVP.
Yeah.
Second easy.
That was the year he won 30 then.
Yeah, he did. So Young taps out to end the inning, but the Mets add 1. A couple of 2-out hits. Wilmer Flores drives in the run. Dan Barr, I believe, taking a vacation day. Come on back, Danny. Finds a 7 train to Citi Field with the Mets reliever. Hear what he has to say about living in New York, music, the Mets, and more. On Riding Shotgun with Vic Black, check out the exclusive feature now at MetsBlog.com. It's powered by Verizon. So the Mets have 7 runs today. 8 runs today on 10 hits. It's the most runs they've scored since July the 30th in the game against the Phillies. I believe that was the game that Wilmer Flores had a grand slam to cap it off. It's been a little while for the Mets offense. They've come to play today. 8-4 lead for Wheeler. Duda with a 3-run home run is career high 23rd. Murphy with a couple of errors that allowed 2 runs to score. But Wheeler's got a chance after falling to 3-8 when he faced the A's back in New York to go over 500 at 9-8 if he could pitch to a win today.
Wouldn't that be something?
Pretty good, Keith.
Absolutely. And it shows a lot of fortitude and strength, inner strength.
John Jaso is the man up, and Jaso drives one to left. Playable for Eric Young Jr., and he's got it for the first out of the 5th. Let's check in with Steve Gelbs.
Kev, you guys were talking about it a little bit really early on in the game, but the O.Co Coliseum, it's the last of its kind, housing both a football and a baseball team. And let me tell you, that presents a bear of a challenge for David Renetti, who's the VP of Stadium Ops here for the Oakland A's. I had a nice chat with him earlier today. It takes about 100 people to change the stadium over, and usually they like to do it in 2 days, although last year when the A's were in the playoffs, they only had 12 hours to do it, and they did get it done. So much that we could get into about what does change, but a couple of interesting little nuggets. First of all, you never think about the fact that they've got to remove the mounds and then put them back, both the bullpen mounds and the mound right there in the center of the diamond. These mounds are actually portable, though. They're on pallets because they don't have time to build them back up and knock them down. So that I thought was pretty interesting. And then the other thing, as you see the football season progress, the center field grass starts to get browner and browner. A lot of people think that's because of all the wear and tear, people moving up and down the field when the Raiders play. It's actually not the case. The real reason why is that when they do switch over, they have to bring all this equipment onto the field, and they actually lay down plywood in center field. That kills the grass, so they have to resod about twice a year generally here.
That is a lot on the field, that's for sure. Vote flies out to Eric Young Jr. Yeah, those mounds, they bring in like a little crane, and you see the turf. They bring a little crane and literally just move the big old mound out of the way. I think in Miami, one of the ballparks, the older ballparks, I want to say it was Miami, Keith, they had a hydraulic mound. You kind of pump water into it to blow it up. But that's boy, it's the last one of its kind, as Steve said. That is a lot going on, especially if you have to change this whole thing over in 12 hours. It's also tough on football field. Your field goal kicker doesn't want to be kicking a ball off the dirt to win a game.
Right, especially on a rainy day. How about mud?
Get him? No.
How did that ball not get him?
I don't know. Thought it did, but Moss nonchalantly moved out of the way.
Well, I go far as he did get out of the way. Nice, Fred Astaire. I go as far back as watching when the Bears under George Halas played at Wrigley Field, and there was no room in the end zone. If I recall,
right against the brick wall.
Right against the brick wall, and I remember the Giants losing to the Bears. I don't know if it was at Wrigley. Was that the year that Del Schaffner, Mr. Sure Hands? I was a Giant fan then because of Y.A. Tittle, and Del Schaffner dropped a touchdown pass in the end zone. The Giants would have taken the lead, and they wound up losing to the Bears in the championship game.
They played a college game there a couple of years ago, Keith. Remember, it was Northwestern against somebody, and because the end zones were right up against the brick wall, they considered just going one way. The one end zone was literally right against the wall, and they had a little bit of room on the other side. They considered just playing one way on the football field.
And the Giants played at Yankee Stadium.
Don't remember if they actually went through and played the one way and kicked off the same way every time. I can't remember, but I know it was a consideration.
And the Browns played at the old Memorial Stadium, and shared with the Indians.
I mean, Steelers, Eagles, Bengals, they all had the same round cookie cutter type stadium.
That was later, yes.
Later, yeah, I'm talking talking in the I guess early 70s. Illinois versus Northwestern, that's what it was.
So I'm just showing my age. I'm going back to the days of when Jim Brown was the premier running back in the NFL for the Browns. I think Ryan was the quarterback. I forget his first name. I'm going to say Frank. I could be wrong.
That I don't remember.
That was Paul Brown's Browns.
Yep. Moss with a cut and a miss, and Wheeler's got a 1-2-3 fifth inning. Good inning for Zach Wheeler. We're through 5. It's 8-4 Mets. On for the A's, his second full inning of work. He allowed a run last inning and a 2-out RBI from Wilmer Flores, and Granderson swings at the first pitch. Brandon Moss camps under it, and one pitch, and there's one away. Let's check in with Gary Apple. He's in the studio for a game break. It's brought to you by your local Tri-Honda dealers. GA.
Number 28, Daniel Murphy.
Here's today's attendance. 20,312.
Gary, thank you very much. Gary's update was a little loud for us.
Loud and clear.
The volume was a little
No,
high.
it's not his fault. It's just...
Well, no, it was Gary's voice is good, but it's not that strong to go coast to coast. Just our volume levels were a little high. Thanks for update, Gary. So the other game going on right now is that Blue Jays game. They've added on now 9-5 over the Brewers. Daniel Murphy, a couple more hits. That's all he does. His 45th multi-hit game, second in the National League to Denard Span. He's got 2 for 3, 2 singles, RBI to go along with 2 errors today. So he's given and he's taken away. And it's outside to Murphy quickly. 3-0. There's a strike. Three and 2. Braves are a hot team. Told you about the Nationals being hot. Braves are just as hot. They've won 6 in a row, and they take on the Pirates again tonight. Pirates are completely reeling. Alex Wood against Garrett Cole in that matchup. Wood has been very quietly excellent for Atlanta. That funky motion that he's got. The Angels in Boston with Garrett Richards on the mound. And Danny Murphy draws a walk. The first walk issued by Jesse Chavez. That brings up David Wright. Jeff Samara just started this game, went 3 2/3, allowed 7 hits and 7 runs, and it just had no control. 83 pitches, and 48 of them were strikes. So That's not a good ratio. Fernando Abad is warming up, the left-hander for Oakland. David Wright 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. David Wright, since he debuted in the league,
how about that?
He's got the most hits of
10
anybody.
years ago.
You believe it's been 10 years since he's been here?
It's amazing. It goes by fast. You think you can play forever? Enjoy it while you can.
And I think that's why, you know, David has gotten a little bit of a pass, because A, you know that he's plays hurt, and B, because he's been so consistent. But here, a 6-4-3, thrown away. And Wright will go on down to second base. And so a fielder's choice. We'll see if Murphy slide a little something to do with that, as Sogard threw it away. Fielder's choice in an E4.
No, he was okay. He had to rush it, and Murph made a clean slide. He just didn't turn. Sogard's a shortstop.
Yes.
So there you go. See, defense. Oh, and he got punished after the play for the bad throw. Did you see that?
He did. He got popped by his own guy.
By the shortstop. Watch this. Oh. That'll teach you to throw it away.
Perino unfazed. Had the loogie as well. So now, with the base open, they're going to walk Duda after seeing his power earlier. The 3-run home run earlier. Lucas 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and they will give him the intentional pass to bring up Travis d'Arnaud. Here's something that's been talked about, Keith. You know, they've keep bringing up all these ways to try and speed up games, and all these little ideas is to take 10, 15 minutes off games and try and control what's been a game that's getting too long. You like the idea of just the intentional walk? You don't have to throw any pitches?
No.
You don't. Why?
Because the pitcher could throw it away.
Okay.
It doesn't happen, but it could happen.
Well, we've seen guys goose it enough, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, you try to shorten the game, so they come up with a great idea. Hey, let's shorten the game. Let's introduce challenges. That'll sure shorten the game.
Probably not. So it's Travis d'Arnaud with 2 down and 2 on. d'Arnaud looking for his first hit today. 0 for 3, has a couple of strikeouts. Chavez got him looking his last at bat. And it's 1-1 to d'Arnaud.
So Chavez is kind of a control pitcher, not overpowering, moves the ball in and out.
There's a strike.
Rob Drake has gotten some eyes from the hitters. He's got a little wide strike zone. He calls that out, that borderline outside corner pitch he gives to the pitcher.
Well, he's getting eyes from the tonight's, and Gabe Morales certainly got eyes from the pitchers yesterday. That's high. That Kazimir twice walked off the mound yesterday. Thought he had strike 3.
It's like, where was that pitch?
2-2 to Travis d'Arnaud. Mets up 8-4 in the 6th inning here in Oakland. And it stays that way as d'Arnaud fouls it off. Chavez wants to go through the signs one more time.
It takes a long time to throw.
Right and due to the base runners. 2-2 is outside. 3-2. A's bullpen just kind of standing around now. Bod's ready if Bob Melvin wants to go there. Payoff pitch coming. Runners go. It's inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So the third walk of the inning for Chavez. Bob Melvin is going to make a switch.
Yep, and he should have been out of the inning with a double play. So Melvin does not want to let this game get out of hand. His team could come back 4 runs down. They can't be very difficult if it gets to be 10-4. So really impressed with Bob handling the game in progress with his pitching staff.
They're going to bring in a Bod to face Matt Dendecker here. Snacks call to the bullpen. 8-4 Mets. We'll be back. On SNY, powered by Verizon. Create, share, and save every Mets moment all season long with the latest devices and accessories from Verizon, America's largest and most reliable network. It's quite the discussion Gary and Bobby have going on.
Yeah, they are.
They'll do that in the postgame, too. They do that so well. And this guy has done everything well. Fernando Abad in to face Matt Dendecker here in the 6th.
Well, 23 inherited runners, none have scored, and that's what Melvin's asking him to keep that streak alive.
He's got 3 more in front of him.
I'm glad that Dendecker's not pinch hit for. Terry Collins has 3 right-handers on the bench with Neuenhuis, who's probably with a stiff neck, can't play. So he's probably a man short on the bench.
It's Wright, Duda, Darno on the bases. And Dendecker swings and pops one to right. Reddick,
good cut,
makes the play. Dendecker flies out with the bases loaded, make it 26 inherited runners stranded for Abad, and it keeps it where it is. But it's the Mets in front, 8-4, bottom 6. starts. He's been absolutely terrific with a 2.02 ERA in those starts. And he's got a real chance to get over 500 if he can hold a 4-1 lead. It's 8-4 Mets as Josh Reddick will lead it off.
6 in a row also on the line here. If he wins 6 in a row. There you go. A great song by Wham.
Yes, we got it into the broadcast again. It really broke down that 1984 album yesterday. It's Reddick's walk-up song. He used to come out to kind of heavy metal, but then he slumped big time and went the complete opposite route. Reddick 1 for 2. He's got a single in 2 trips and scored a run against Wheeler. He actually came home on the Daniel Murphy 2-run error. Alert base running on second base. He was flying with 2 down and didn't stop. 1-1 to Reddick here. And he goes around 1-2.
Well, we see this all the time now. It's almost automatic.
Boy,
there are a few umpires that call it the right way.
Lazy fly for Young, and there's one away. You can't even take the bat off your shoulders anymore. I mean, you really can't. It certainly didn't look like he went around. But Wheeler gets the out. Wheeler at 93 pitches now. He threw 120 his last time out, which is, he's been throwing a lot of pitches lately. He's been going deeper into games. I'm curious what Terry will do today. He's obviously got a big lead. I'd like to see him go deep in this game.
I would like to see him go 7.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the hump he's got to get over. All these, this is the 10th start now that he's had solid. I mean, it's 2 unearned runs a day, so really should have only given up 2 runs.
Right.
The next hurdle for him, he's only given up like 1 run, 2 runs, only 1 3-run game, but it's all 6 innings, 6 1/3, 6 2/3. He can't break through and put a 7 up there. That's the hump. The hurdle he's got to get over.
He's only gone 7 innings once, and that was that complete game he threw against the Marlins in Miami. Other than that, he's never finished the 7th inning this year.
You just help your bullpen so much by getting 7 in. You can get right to your bridge. I mean, I thought I'd never say this, but this is the way the game is. But it takes you away from your middle relief.
There's that curveball by Wheeler. You know, it's interesting, Keith, when you're looking at improvements for Zach, and we've cited a lot of them. You know, I think one area, and it's just slight improvements, but when you see a guy kind of take that next jump like he has, the curveball is one of them. And a swing and a miss there. And 2 quickly away as Callaspo retired. 3rd strikeout for Wheeler.
Kev, I just want to say make one point.
Yes.
His fastball away has been eating up this left-handed athletic lineup. They've been hitting a lot of fly balls to left field. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 fly balls to left field, and they're just reaching for it. He's got a good movement away. It's been a good pitch for him today. He's kept it down.
And he has worked it beautifully against a lineup that is completely left-handed. There's a few switch hitters in there, but certainly a challenge against Wheeler. That's his 100th pitch. 2 down, and it's 1-0 Sam Fold, who's 0 for 2. Quickly 2-0. I think you're right about that, but I was just going to make the point about the curveball too this year. You know, he's throwing it slightly more, 5% more than last year. I think he's found his spots with it, though. You know, last year, Keith, people hit 297 off his curveball, and this year people are hitting 141. Now, granted, off a curveball, usually you're throwing it in that position. It's never going to be a good average off it, but it's little things for him that he's improved across the board. There, though, after getting 2 quick outs, he walks Fold in a blink. And there is warm-up action going for Edgin and Black, and I wonder if
that's it.
Well, that is it.
He's not happy.
He's not even finishing the 6th inning. He's not going to be thrilled with that.
Well,
it's got to be a pitch count thing, Keith. He's thrown 120 last time out, 112 before that, and 109 before that, but he's
not happy.
That's rough to come out of this game like that, the way he's pitched. I mean, 2 of those runs are unearned.
But Terry's under orders too.
Oh, listen, I get it. All right, we'll be back.
Attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, coming into the pitch for New York, number 66, John.
Two of those runs unearned, and
Not happy.
yeah, he hasn't even sat down yet. So now it's Josh Edgin trying to get through the sixth inning. Now, I'm sure it's a pitch count thing for him, but I'm sure he also wanted to finish at least the sixth inning there. Edgin's been great, though. He worked yesterday, pitched an inning and a third, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, through 25 pitches yesterday. He's the only lefty the Mets have today. Dana Evelyn ended up getting a cortisone shot in his left elbow, which is barking. So not available today. Tomorrow's an off day, likely to be available Friday.
Could probably get a couple innings out of Josh with an off day tomorrow. Left-handed lineup, but I'm sure that Melvin will counter with some right-handers off the bench.
Meanwhile, you look at Mets rotation going forward. Got Nice going Friday against Kershaw. Jacob deGrom will make his return from the DL on Saturday. Dodgers haven't named a starter for that one yet. And then I believe it's Kevin Correa for the Dodgers on Sunday. And I'm assuming Bartolo Colon, back from being with his family and the unfortunate passing of his mom to breast cancer. That's an assumption, but we'll see for sure. If not, they could go Torres or Montero there. Maybe even Matt Suzaka. 2-2 to Andy Perino, the shortstop. It's in the dirt. Count goes full. Runners will be moving here, or runner, I should say. It's Fold off of first. He's got good speed. 3-2 pitch. Got him. Josh Edgin strikes out Andy Perino, and the inning is over. We're through 6 in Oakland. Mets have an 8-4 lead over the A's. Top of the 7th from the OAK Coliseum in Oakland. It's 8-4 Mets. Campbell has a home run in this one. Actually, 2 more hits. He had 2 hits last night. 2 for 2 with a walk for Campbell. Good day today in a start. And Campbell takes low. Flores is on deck. He had a big hit the other way his last time up. With Abad pitching in his first full inning for the A's, and that's down low. So it's 3-0. Abad, Nationals traded him to the A's for a minor league player, and it's worked out beautifully. He's been terrific. This whole A's bullpen has been great all year long.
Well, he started out in Houston, I believe, and never had any real success. This is the first time he's kind of had an outstanding season.
Team-wise, they've got a 2.84 ERA out of the pen, which is 5th in the major leagues. Sean Doolittle, the closer, who struck out the side last night. The guy is on all fours right now, getting the hammies going. 3-2 to Eric Campbell as we start the 7th. 8-4 New York. Left side for Callaspo.
Close.
Just got him. Take a drive around the majors. It's brought to you today by Cadillac. A few games are completed today. Marlins, who had a walk-off win last night behind the hit from Giancarlo Stanton, lost to the Rangers and Nick Martinez today despite a late rally. Phillies took down the Mariners. Cole Hamels wasn't his sharpest, only went 5, but the bullpen locked it down. And then the Blue Jays 9-5 winners, and the Brewers 5-game streak. Jose Bautista with a home run, number 24. Carlos Gomez, his 21st home run for the Brewers. That was close.
Close, but I think he just nipped them. Joe West has been around a long time. Seen a few of those over his long, volatile career, Joe. Joe's one of those umpires you don't argue with. You say something to him, he'll just jump right at you. He barks back.
Flores pops it up. And that is the second out. That'll bring up Eric Young Jr. with 2 down in the 7th. The Mets in this one exploded for 5 runs in the 3rd inning. Campbell with a solo home run off Jeff Samardzija, and then Lucas Duda with a 3-run shot to center field. And they knocked Samardzija out of the game after 3 2/3, scoring 7 runs on him. He had, in the A's, were undefeated in his home starts here in Oakland. The Mets can hold on. That'll change. And they added a couple more in the 5th. And this one line right too short. Boy, Marino catch that rocket from Eric Young Jr. But it's a 1-2-3 inning for Fernando Abad. Time to stand up and stretch from Oakland. It's the Mets in front by 4, 8-4. Josh Donaldson is pinch hitting for the A's here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Josh Edgin remains. He came in to get Perino for the final out in the 6th inning. It's now facing Donaldson, who got the day off today. He struck out 3 times last night and took an 0 for, so he got the rest.
Yeah, he didn't swing the bat good last night. That's why he's getting the rest today. He's been struggling a tad.
Big Black is warming up. He's been fantastic. Donaldson 7th in the American League, 25 home runs, 5th with 84 runs batted in. Batting here to lead off an inning for Sogard in the 9th spot. Will likely put him at third base and move Callaspo back over to second. 2-0 from Edgin. And there's a strike. Oh, ball, 3-0. Taking that one for a strike, and it's 3-1 to Josh Donaldson. Coco Crisp has had a nice series so far. Got an RBI double in this one. That was a strike. Donaldson thought ball 4.
No, me high outside corner. You know, you got a power hitter up here. You know, everybody's preaching borderline knees. But this is an at bat right here where Donaldson is not going to affect the game with a home run. Okay, obviously it makes it 8-5, but he's trying to get on base. So you're down 4 runs. You're a power hitter. Now your objective is you're a leadoff hitter in this situation. You're trying to get on base.
Back off of Edgin's heel, kicks it to third, right, tries the bare hand, can't do it. Infield base hit for Donaldson.
Our Met pitchers have been getting hammered lately. I mean, pincushions. That hit him good. That hurt. Let's see where. It's his right foot. Let's see if it. So it's his stepping foot. Let's see. Yep.
His heel.
On the heel, yeah. Oh no! Got him. That's even better there. That's where the meat there, in the back of the leg. He'll be all right.
A little bit.
Have a little bruise.
Little bruise there tomorrow, but Josh is fine. He signals everybody to go back to the dugout. So Donaldson gets it going for the A's. And now back to the top of the order with Coco Crisp. Hey Keith, this is funny. You'll appreciate this. So earlier we were talking about multi-purpose stadiums and stuff. And just looked at Twitter and people were tweeting me. We forgot Shea. How do we talk about all these stadiums and don't mention Shea as multi-purpose? We totally forgot.
Oh, the Jets, for crying out loud. Forgive us.
That's a bad job by us. Thanks for everybody for pointing it out.
You know what I remember about Shea and the Jets?
Yeah.
My Oakland Raiders going in there in that cold championship game, and Joe Namath whipped them. Beat them late, 4th quarter. What was that? The year they won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. I never went to a football game.
It was freezing and windy that day. I was watching comfortably in my Millbrae home, in my living room with my father and my brother.
Gary went to a bunch of games.
What a great game that was. And the Jets pulled it out. It was a very good Raider team. That was back in the days of the Mad Bomber, right? Darryl LaMonica.
Yes, indeed.
Warren Wells.
One and one to Coco Crisp. And Crisp to right. Granderson on his horse gets back and makes the play. So Edgin, after getting that one off the lower hamstring area, stays in and retires Coco Crisp, and that'll bring up John Jaso. And actually, it won't be Jaso now. They're going to send up a pinch hitter. So Derek Norris, because he's a right-hander, will come up and do the hitting for Jaso. Norris is the catcher who starts on most days. And now he'll pinch hit for Jaso. So Bob Melvin going to the bench here against Edgen in the 7th.
You knew he would. This is a club, as I said earlier, that against left-handers, a lot of guys with bad numbers against lefties. And Terry's not going to mess around. He's going to make a change.
Well, Josh Edgen's day is done. He comes in and gets a couple of outs, helping out Zach Wheeler, but the Mets will go to the pen. 8-4 Mets. Hayes trying to rally here in the 7th. Josh Edgen.
Well, he's been nothing but sensational this year and throwing more fastballs. I know I'm kind of being repetitive, but it's just what's been going on with him. It's been a world of difference. He's got confidence in his fastball now. He's throwing kind of a fastball that runs in. A 4 and 2 seamer. That's a new development for him. And he's got the great curveball.
And he's facing Derek Norris here, who pinch hits for John Jaso. Derek Norris, 17 doubles, 10 home runs, 47 RBIs. It's only in 277 at bats, so he's had a good year. Mets up by 4 runs here. Donaldson the runner on first, and 1 away, and it's outside. 2-0 to Norris. Norris came over from the Nationals in the big Gio Gonzalez trade back in December of 2011, and right now that's working out pretty well for both teams. Gonzalez has had a little bit of a down year, but Norris is an all-star. 2-0, and this one hit to short, tailor-made. 6-4-3 double play, and Vic Black strands his 23rd consecutive runner. We're through 7 in Oakland, and the Mets have the lead 8-4. rock. No, Mets baseball brought to you by NSY today. Toyota, the annual clearance event is going on now. Toyota, let's go places.
It's just a short swim, Kev, to shore.
Very easy. No sharks or anything. By State Farm, today's State Farm agent of the day is John Garfinkel of Brooklyn. Contact John's office at johngarfinkel.com. And by Hospital for Special Surgery, proud to be the official hospital of the New York Mets. Alcatraz, all of its glory. Meanwhile, the Mets getting good work out of the pen again today. Edgin and Black. Derek Norris came in, hit into a double play. He stays in at catcher. Donaldson, who pinch hit, stays in at third, and they move Kayaspo, who you saw there, over to second base from third. So Sogard out of the game, and Fernando Abad stays in this game as he works his second full inning, and he'll face Curtis Granderson to lead it off in the eighth. Trying to make a winner of Zach Wheeler today, who went 5 2/3, allowed 4 runs, but 2 of them were unearned. And he'd be only the third pitcher this season in the majors to go unbeaten in 10 starts or more. The other 2, Clayton Kershaw and John Lester. That's pretty good company. As a curveball, strike 1 to Granderson. Bond misses to Granderson. 1-1 to Curtis, who today has 2 for 4. Couple singles and RBI back in the fourth, and also scored a run in the third. Mets have 2 home runs today. Lucas Duda, a 3-run shot. Eric Campbell, a solo shot. They've got 10 hits. First time this month they've had double digits in hits. It's August 20th, so it's been a long time coming. Beat up on Jeff Samardzija, who allowed 7 runs and only 3 2/3 and just didn't have any control. The Mets made him pay for it today. And another curveball, and Granderson goes to strike 2.
He got buckled there a little bit in that big sweeping breaking ball.
Steady diet from Abad here, so it's 2-2. Granderson, Murphy, and Wright here in the eighth. Count goes full to Curtis Granderson. Three-two coming to the curve. It's fouled back. So Granderson hangs on in. Mets will have an off day tomorrow. Fly down to LA tonight after this game. Short flight, about an hour in the air, and then an off day in LA. Another curve. Granderson fouls that one off. So
55 minutes to be exact. I know that flight.
It's fine. I figured you would.
It's a sweet flight after all the flights this team's had this year, flying coast to coast. This is a short one.
Get in, have a nice dinner, a nice day off. Busy weekend in LA. You got the Emmys going on this weekend.
All the hotels are booked. It's going to be very crowded and lively this weekend. It's a good weekend to be in LA. It should be fun.
The Emmys this weekend. You got Clayton Kershaw on Friday night. Again 3-2, and this one right back to Abad. He's got time. Recovers and throws out Granderson for the first out in the eighth. So after the day off on Thursday, Friday they take on the Dodgers. Coverage begins on SNY at 9 o'clock with the pregame show, and then his first pitch at 10 o'clock with Kershaw getting that start against Neath. For more on the Dodgers, let's go down to Steve.
Kev, you were alluding to it a little bit earlier on, but yeah, without Kershaw, this Dodgers rotation would be in a bad way. Already without Hyunjin Ryu, without Josh Beckett, without Paul Mahalam. Now it looks like Zach Greinke's going to be on the shelf for how long, nobody knows, but Dodgers fans holding their collective breaths. He's got soreness in that pitching elbow, missed his bullpen yesterday. In all likelihood, will miss his next scheduled start tomorrow, and hopefully for the Dodgers, that is all. But what is the Mets' luck? Of course, they're not going up against any of these fill-in guys. They're going up against Clayton Kershaw Friday night.
Well, the Giants have an opportunity to kind of creep up on the Dodgers with the injuries to.
Well, check swing, and Abad will fire down to first, and there's 2 away.
Giants currently are 4.5 back. And if you remember, folks, earlier in the year, that's a backup breaking ball that stays inside and ties up Daniel. Not an intended pitch.
Bob Melvins has seen the end for Abad. Not going to let the lefty in to face David Wright. So Abad's day is done, and he pitched very, very well. 2 full innings for Abad. Didn't allow a hit or a runner. Melvin goes to the pen. It's 8-4 Mets. '29-year-old righty Dan Otero on to face David Wright, and he deals strike 1.
Well, he's a strike thrower. Leads the league with 7 wins in relief. American League, that is. Doesn't give up long balls.
Workhorse.
Sinker slider, and there you go. Ground ball to third.
Does his job. A little low throw, but Wright is retired. The Mets down in order in the 8th. Mets holding on an 8-4 lead. Bottom 8 we go. Well, thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. So Dickey gets a win. He led a few runs today, 5, I believe, but the Blue Jays and the Brewers 5-game streak. Here, Vic Black on for his first full inning. Came on to induce a double play off the bat of Derek Norris in the 7th. And now pitching in this 8th inning. You mentioned it, Keith, in the break. Maybe give a little rest to Arias Familia, who has certainly worked a lot.
And I have no issue with Vic Black being a bridge. I said it earlier. When Familia needs a spell, you got someone right there to do the same job.
Hey, listen, he's earned it.
No, he's been terrific.
He's been fantastic. I mean, you consider his spring when, he was all over the place. I mean, he could not throw a strike in the spring, and dealt with the disappointment, went down and did his job. And
well, he's a different pitcher right now.
Totally. I mean, totally.
He's not afraid to throw the fastball. Tough play by, oh my word, nice play, David.
He really is as good as anybody charging those balls.
He got an in-between hop there. This is just a nice play. You got hands. You got good hands. You make that play. If you got stone hands, you don't. Nicely done, David.
So the nifty play by Wright, and that'll bring up Brandon Moss. 0 for 2 for Moss, including a walk.
Big shift for Moss, pull hitter. 23 home runs on the year.
Moss takes inside and low for ball 1. Keith, here today, baseball's such a long season, and today has been a good day for the Mets. Clearly, offense coming to life, and you've seen some great things like Duda and Campbell producing, and obviously Wheeler continuing to pitch well. But this is game 128 for the Mets, and you look at where they are coming into today. They are 59 and 68. And you look at where they've been going all the way back to 2009, and it's so eerily similar, especially the last 3 years. And I think there's a couple ways to look at what that graphic tells you. Number one, first of all, you look at where the Mets are. Clearly, if you look at where they were a few years ago to now, they're in a much better place in terms of having young talent, having young pitching, and we've seen it. We've seen Wheeler today. We've seen the bullpen. The guy on the mound is one of those guys, Vic Black, Familia, Mejia. You could go on and on. DeGrom, the list is big there. We've seen the evidence of that. We've seen Duda progress to the point where he is going to be your first baseman now. The guy could hit 30 home runs this year. But I think at some point you have to direct the narrative from being next year is the year to start winning games. And what that shows you is it hasn't happened in way too long of a time.
Well, there's still some pieces, important pieces that have to be in place. And Sandy's got some chips going in. It's obvious now. The pitching has been the bright spot this year. The bullpen has been, which was in disarray earlier in the year, has been now. Everybody knows it's solid. Starting pitching has been good. You've got a wealth of arms. Need some bats now.
And there's a walk.
And I think it's reflective too, Kev, on the direction the Mets have been drafting of late. They're starting to get everyday players now. So they've got a lot of young players that are going to be here, bar injury, pitching, that you need to get some bats. This is what's definitely needed now. So you need a couple bats in this lineup, solid bats. Where are you going to find them? I don't know. It's been such a year of pitching. I just haven't seen a lot of good hitters. And the good hitters aren't going to give up.
Down to first. Duda off the glove. Everyone's going to be safe. Duda's been so good at grabbing that ball and turning the double play. He couldn't corral that one.
Well, it's going to be an E3 on the backhand here. He just missed it. The ball came up. The third error of the game for the Mets, and usually when you make 3 errors in a ball game, you don't win.
So, Keith, I think in summation, the bottom line is I think it's pretty obvious, as now Warden will go talk to Vic Black. There has been progress organizationally. There's been progress organizationally. You've seen it with the young pitchers, but enough is enough with next year's the year. Next year they've got to win. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, there's got to be, you can't just be stuck in neutral.
No.
You've got to show some progress. And I was hopeful this year that this team would get to 500. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. That's the next step. How far they're going to improve, I don't know. But I can't forecast the future because there's going to be some changes. There's going to be new players here from the offensive side, and we just don't know who they're going to be, who's going to go.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how these final, 5 weeks go of the season, and to see if there are any more things that are answered for this team. As Callaspo, the batter, now with 2 on against Vic Black, and it's 1-0. I think it's pretty clear the Mets have good young starting pitching. I think it's pretty clear they've got good young bullpen pieces.
Yep.
It's obvious.
And they've got an excess of arms. So, everybody knows about it. And they got some pieces out here that are on the offensive end that can be added on in trade. So, we'll see.
Well, you've answered the first base question. I think that's fair enough to say. You're going to get a big power guy there at the very least. He's had a good year. And Duda has come into his own. Left field is certainly not answered. Shortstop is certainly not answered. I don't know that catcher's answered. He certainly had a real good run since he called up from AAA, and that's who's going to be their guy. But
oh, yeah, Darno is going to be the guy. I think he's got a future. I like Dendecker. Let's see. You just don't know about him. There's another unknown quantity right there.
Well, you know what, Keith? He's got 5 weeks to show something. And meanwhile, Vic Black is in some trouble here. It's an 8-4 lead. After the error by Duda, it's 2 on, 1 out, now 3-0 to Callaspo.
Yes, and he should have had the double play with Duda on that ground ball, inning over, and you can't let that affect you.
Inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Now Familia, who thought he was going to get a rest, ain't resting no more. He's coming in.
Well, this is always a bit dicey for me with Familia. Unfortunate for Vic Black, the error by Duda.
Vic Black, not all his fault, but the A's have the tying run at the plate in the 8th when we come back. Loaded for the A's. Mets up by 4 and 1 down.
Well, this is a spot where Jerry Reese can spike a ball, throw some wild pitches. So you usually comes in and starts an inning. He's coming in with the ducks on the pond here to put the fire out.
Moss, Reddick, and Callaspo are your runners. Sam Fold is the tying run at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And here's Familia, who's been terrific in a situation which is difficult. Black got a little, didn't get any help, I should say. Double play ball that Duda could have turned and doinked off his glove. And it's 1-0 to Fold.
This is a hump that Jerry Reese has got to get over. He's got to come in cold. Men on base. This is where the game's changed. So many relievers over the past 10, 12 years come in and start an inning. They're not used to coming in with men on base, and I disagree with that kind of training wholeheartedly. They've got to learn how to come in with men on base and throw strikes, get outs.
2-0. Familia is 2-0. There's a strike. 97 from Familia.
Good pitch to take right there from Fold. Fold's not a power hitter. You can see the defense playing him slightly the opposite field in the outfield. Just run the sinker up there. Don't mess around. Throw strikes.
And it's 3-1. Familia has been so great all year. He has allowed 2 runs in his last 4 outings, including a home run to his Drupal Cabrera against Washington last week. Bases loaded. 3-1 to Fold.
He'll be taking here too, more than likely. We'll see.
Ball 4, and he walks in a run. So Mets pitchers have issued 3 walks, and they've committed an error defensively in this inning. And it's 8-5 now.
Well, it's just a whole different ball game with men on base coming in. You know, you talk about the savers today, all the saves they got, coming in with a 3-run lead, starting an inning, as opposed to the days of Gossage and Sparky Lyle and Bruce Sutter coming in and with men on base like this in the 8th inning and closing the 9th.
Sean Doolittle, the A's closer, in case they could pull off a magic comeback here. And by the way, they've done it a lot this year. Now it's Andy Perino, the shortstop. 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 4th.
There you go.
It's a strike.
This is the bottom of the order here. You got a guy hitting 167. Just pour it in there.
Bases loaded. There you see it. Reddick on third, Callaspo on second. It's Fold on first.
And you got Donaldson in the on-deck circle.
Fold could run at first if there's a gapper. These A's, Keith, have 11 wins when trailing after 7 and 6 when trailing after 8 innings. That leads the league in both categories.
Well, usually teams in the upper divisions are in first place do that.
Familia would love that hard sinker to get a double play here. He's got 0-2 to the A's shortstop today, Perino. And he got him. 97 on the corner from Familia, out number 2.
Well, that's the generous strike zone all day long from Rob Drake, the home plate umpire. There's the bend of the wrist. And we know that Jerry Reese can strike out, but the right man is up for the A's right now. Well, this could be their last gasp here. Let's see if this pitch is a strike. It was not.
Now the money's on the table. Bases loaded. 2 down. Mets up by 3, and it's their best hitter, Josh Donaldson. Strike one.
Good. It always takes Familia around one batter to get warm.
Donaldson did not like that call. He's talking with Rob Drake about it.
Rob Drake saying, get in the box and hit.
Time to hit. Can't be worried about that right now.
And you can't lose your focus as a hitter here.
Oh, and 2. Dropped him to one knee.
Well, the importance of this at bat was strike one, the first pitch. Now he can throw the slide. Nice block by Darno.
He's got Donaldson 0 and 2. Good block.
Oh boy, another nice block. This one was tougher than the last one. Watch him. He's just going to get his body right there. Oh, he's picked it. Well done.
So Darno saves a run. That's a huge play. Not only does a run score, but then a single ties the game.
Well, 2 back-to-back.
Yeah.
He's blocked. Very deep outfield for the Mets.
1 and 2. Inside. 2 and 2. You're right. Granderson's nearly on the track at right.
Granderson's the deepest. Even Dendecker's playing very deep. No doubles, but there's a lot of gap here. There you see it right there.
Two and 2. And the count goes full. Donaldson is short. Flores knocks it down. Recovers, throws in time. Flores stayed with it, and he throws at Donaldson, and Familia gets out of a king-size jam. Through the 8th, it's the Mets 8 and the A's 5. All right, Gary and Jim, we will see you hopefully soon. And so the A's scratch across 1 run without a hit, and the error by Duda helped that along. What a job by Familia.
Well, I'll tell you what, Donaldson hit the ball hard, and 10 feet either way, it's a base hit and it's a 1-run ball game. But Flores stays right with it. So he got in front, and look, he even went down on a knee. He knew the importance of keeping that ball on the infield, staying in front. Nice play.
Yeah, that was rockets off the bat of Donaldson. But Familia, man, coming in, walked the first batter.
Very nice. See, you get in front. He was like a catcher there. Well done. That was a rocket, by the way.
It's going to be interesting. When we were talking about the state of this team, and then going, Duda just foul. Talking about the things that are good as well as the things that aren't, Keith. And clearly Familia is one of the things that is great. He has developed into a star out of the bullpen. And, you've got Familia, you've got Black, you've got Mejia that have all developed. Bobby Parnell hopefully comes back from Tommy John next year. And he gets healthy. This is a discussion for next spring, not now, but I tell you what, Familia is making an awful strong push to be considered for closer, I think.
Well,
we'll see.
There'll be a fight for it. There'll be a competition in spring. There's no doubt.
He's just been outstanding. Popped up for Duda. Moss a long way to go, and too long.
I mean, it's obvious that Familia is an untouchable. He's got a golden arm. Young. He's getting better and better. He's such a good kid, too. He's so he's almost bashful.
He's extremely humble, too.
Yes.
He really is.
Really wonderful man.
He works hard. And, after they made the decision to bring him to the bullpen, Duda grounds out for the first out of the ninth. After they make that decision to bring him to the bullpen, after last year, some mixed results, and then winter ball this year is when it clicked in for him. And clearly now that was the right decision because he is dominant.
He was always just a diamond in the rough. It's just whether they develop or not, and he's certainly developed. He's got a wicked slider, throws extremely hard, and number one, he's got guts.
Oh, that's for sure. Travis d'Arnaud is the hitter. d'Arnaud 0 for 3 with a walk today, a couple strikeouts too. He's got 1 hit in the series, hit his 11th home run yesterday, an opposite field shot. Mets trying to split this 2-game set, and then off to LA they go.
Interesting. One of the few hitters that no batting gloves on Mr. d'Arnaud. I love it.
Not too many anymore that go without him. Travis fouls it back 1-2. And so we've talked today, Mets facing Kershaw on Friday, Keith. How about this? Kershaw has 6 complete games this year. That's more than every team except for the Giants. He's got more complete games,
I believe it,
than 29 teams.
Yeah, that's a thing of the past.
It's amazing. Still 1-2 as d'Arnaud taps it foul. Dan Decker would be next. Another foul ball against Dan Otero, working here in the 9th. Got the last out, David Wright in the 8th. Trying to keep it where it is. And there is nobody warming in the Mets pen right now, so it seemed to be Familia's ball game. Donaldson charging, and he retires d'Arnaud 2 away. Now it's Den Decker getting to start in center field today as Juan Lagares had the day off. And actually, Lagares is out warming up next to the Mets pen. So I would assume the Mets would put him out there in the 9th. Maybe move Den Decker to left. Eric Young Jr. is out there now.
Yes, and yeah, Eric Young would be the one to come out if you wanted to do that.
I don't know why else Lagares would be warming right now. So we'll see. That could be the case. Oh, our buddy Chris Carlin is hosting Geico Sports Night tonight at 10:30. Latest from the Jets and Giants. At least I assume so. And Chris tweeting this from the Turnpike traffic. Chris, you can't tweet and drive, although it seems like he's tweeting in stagnant in traffic. Chris is fun on those shows. He's the best. Right back to Otero. Had to check to make sure that he had it. He did. And he retires the Mets in order in the ninth. Last chance for the A's. It's 8-5 Mets trying to close it out in Oakland. Matt Dendecker goes from center field to left field. Juan Lagares checks into the game into center field. He was given the day off, and that means Eric Young Jr. is out. So Lagares, if this game should go extras, would bat in EY's 9th spot in the order. But obviously Mets hoping that's not the case. And Familia, who did a wonderful job to get out of a bases loaded jam in the 8th, stays on to try and close it out in the 9th, facing Coco Crisp to start it off and takes strike one at 95 miles an hour. So Mejia in a save spot. Keith, I'm guessing, he struggled a little bit lately. I'm guessing just trying to give him a break here. A rest.
Yes, and I think Familia's a guy that's got the rubber arm. He can throw tomorrow, but tomorrow's an off day. So all good just to lengthen out and give an extra inning to Familia. Montero getting loose. Interesting.
Well, this is his throw day. Remember that, too. He started on Sunday, and now looks like he's going to the bullpen. Terry intimated that he could be used today, so if nothing else, at least he's getting some warm-ups in. Here's he is going to the bullpen now. If the Mets choose to keep him up here when Bartolo Colon comes back from the bereavement list. But I would think they would just send Herman back down. Could be wrong. We'll find out. That's Norris on deck.
I think you're correct. Familia's just developed such a hard sinker, and plus he's got the four seam where he can pop in, but it's really a hard, high velocity sinker.
He's got a sinker that he throws in the 90s, a 97, 98 mile an hour fastball, and a slider at 82 when he needs it. Easy play, Flores, and there's one away. Now the Mets 2 outs away from getting a split of this 2-game set in Oakland, and so many positives from today. Duda with his career-high 23rd home run, a 3-run bomb. Eric Campbell's had a good day, a couple hits and a home run. They've got 10 hits. They've got 8 runs. They knocked around a good pitcher in Samardzija. Zach Wheeler trying to go 6-0 in a 10-game starting span and go over 500, which would be a heck of a turnaround from the last time he faced these A's and got beat up and lasted 2 innings. Seen his career totally turn around and take it to the next 2 levels as Norris takes a strike. Derek Norris pinch hit in the 7th for John Jaso and promptly grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Big Black induced that one. Oh, and 2.
I think the engine's warmed up. There's a little sputtering in the first at bat. There you go.
It's hot now.
He's wicked.
Second strikeout.
This
Keith.
is a backup slider. It stayed inside. It just locked up Norris. Not intentional.
Now batting first baseman, number 21, Steven.
So Familia trying to lock it down and get the save here today. And Stephen Vogt is the last hope for the A's. Familia's got 3 saves on the year, looking for number 4. And it's strike 1 to Vogt, who's 0 for 4 here this afternoon. One and 1. Good work out of the pen for the Mets today as well. Edgin came in, did his job, 2/3 of an inning. Black got a big double play, got into a little trouble with a couple walks, but also an error hurt him. And then Familia, after walking 1 run in, went to work and got 2 huge outs, including Josh Donaldson to ground out with the bases loaded. Doesn't get bigger than that. Give credit to Wilmer Flores, who stayed with it. That was a rocket that he stayed in front of and made the play. So good things today for the Mets, trying to finish it out. 2-1 to Stephen Vogt. And Vogt to right, and that's going to be in for extra bases. So the A's not done just yet. Granderson retrieves, and Stephen Vogt with a 2-out double.
Vogt swings a nice bat. That's why he's hitting 320 in the 320s. Hey, it's a fastball late in the game, 3-run lead, 2 outs. You don't walk anybody.
Well, that'll bring up Brandon Moss. Moss has walked twice and scored a couple of runs. Other than that, he struck out twice here today. The 30-year-old who couldn't make it with a couple different teams, including the Phillies, who released him in November of 2010 as an outfielder, but signed here in 2011. And in his 3rd year in Oakland, he's got 60 home runs and 215 RBIs. I'd say he's made it here. 23 homers, 76 RBIs for Moss this season. Josh Reddick on deck. One and 1 is the count to Moss. Told you about the Mets, what they're doing with an off day Thursday, and then the Dodgers, Chavez Ravine over the weekend. Well, the A's, they've got the Angels coming in this weekend for an enormous series. They lose this game, they'll be a game out of first place with the Angels playing in Boston tonight. 1-1. It's 2-1.
Big shift on the infield. Murphy out in shallow right against the pull hitting Brandon Moss.
From Familia. Right back to the mound, off the glove, trickles over to Flores in time. And the Mets win it here in Oakland. 8-5 the final score. Familia locks it down for his fourth save. And Zach Wheeler, his 9th win of the year. He's now 6-0 over his last 10 starts.
Well, Melvin's going to check here. The Mets are not leaving the field yet. They're not going to contest the call. He's out.
Yeah, I thought he was out.
And the ball game is over, so we can continue with our recap here. And that man right there, Lucas Duda's 23rd home run. That capped the 5-run third inning. 3-run shot to dead central for Lucas. It was started that inning with a solo shot by Campbell. That was Campbell's third. But Zach Wheeler, 5 2/3, 4 hits, gave up 4 runs, 2 of them earned, 3 walks. He kind of labored a tad. Thought they could have left him in a little longer, but the bullpen, as Kevin said, came in and did a fine job.
So the Mets win it. 8-5 your final score. Zach Wheeler now 9-8. Lucas Duda 2 for 4, 3-run bomb, his 23rd. And also Eric Campbell with the home run, 2. For every Mets win, the Mets Foundation proud to contribute $2,500 to the Katz Women's Hospital and the Katz Institute for Women's Health. For more information, visit northshorelij.com/KIWH. This win brings the total contribution to $150,000 so far this season. New York Mets baseball on SNY is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.